good evening, and you're very welcome along to episode 32 of the Sopherone Saga right here on Penny Dragon. My name is Dave Gibson, and I'm the creator and also the dungeon master of all things Sopherone. So, first up, we have a few announcements to get through before we play some D&D. We'd like to extend our sincere thanks and admiration to Drew, Jonathan, Carrie, and all the gang from AdventureCon. What a wonderful weekend we had in Athenry, gaming, chatting, and meeting so many other creators in the Irish TTRPG scene. So if you missed it, I'm sorry, but you missed a hell of a con, but fear not, there's already talk of it at AdventureCon 24, and it couldn't be for a more worthy cause. Let's have a look at some of the Kickstarter updates for Penny Dragon. The fourth $1 one-shot, The Black Rabbit, has come to a close, and it was successfully funded with all stretch goals reached. So keep an eye out for this complete one-shot adventure to be in your inbox very soon. Final stretch goals for the previous $1 one-shot should also be with you soon, if not already with you. Stay tuned for the launch of Penny Dragon's Celtic-inspired adventure book and setting, The Vagabond's Guide to Dalriada. Developed by an Irish and Scottish team, this D&D 5e campaign is a lovingly crafted tome steeped in Irish and Scottish mythology. Don't miss your chance to secure your rewards early. And Paddy will also be releasing a fantasy novel based on a long-running home game. Relentless is now live on Kickstarter under the Starcane Press label, and there are just 4 days to go. You can usually find the most recent episodes of the Sopherone Saga right here on Twitch, while the earlier VODs for this stream, and indeed the other streams, are on the Penny Dragon YouTube channel. They're all sorted nice and neatly into playlists with a place for everything and everything in its place. Please give that channel a like and a sub, and if you've already done that, you have our eternal gratitude. When he's not streaming with Penny Dragon, you'll find our very own Ryan over on twitch.tv/DRangeRhino for all kinds of mischief as he plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers. Everyone is welcome, and if you haven't already, please give this wonderful human a follow, and if you can afford it, a sub over on Twitch. Now let's fire up the crystal ball, shall we, and see what the future might hold to the upcoming Penny Dragon streams. A couple of one-shots on the horizon. Oh look, we have a hype train, wow. Couple of one-shots on the horizon. On Tuesday, March 7th, join us for another one-shot, Minor Threat, created and run by myself, DM Dave. This level 12 adventure sees the party embark on a rescue mission deep beneath the dwarven mines of Hendor in search of some of the kingdom's finest miners and gemsmiths. But who or what is responsible for their disappearance? Join some well-known faces from the Irish TTRPG scene and one well-known special guest from the LA TTRPG scene. So looking forward to that. How the Lich Stole Christmas returns on Sunday 12th of March for part 3 of this one-shot. The Lich Dresden managed to escape the party once again, but must surely be running out of tricks and rooms in this tower to manage that a third time. Surely to God. Join the party for this conclusion as we find out if the stolen loot can be reclaimed before it's jettisoned into the astral sea. And for those who remember the Halloween-themed one-shot Revenants from 2021, check it out on YouTube. For those that don't, Ryan may be bringing the prequel to your streams very soon. Looking forward to that. The Violet Madness is back this Sunday, and it is picking right up where we left off, in the ruined town of Leyden that has become infested with the evil magic of the Vicanis sisters. Shadar has had to confront his past in order to proceed forward. All the while his sisters torment him. Thanks, Mark. Will Shadar and the gang rid Leyden of evil once and for all, or will they find themselves before the Raven Queen sooner than expected? I mean, that's a win-win for Shadar. The Fall of Plaguestone. A new adventure comes to the Penny Dragon streams. A group of new adventurers travelling through the village of Etron's Folly, also known as Plaguestone, must come together to solve the mystery of a friend's murder. What starts as a simple investigation quickly turns sinister, with the discovery of forbidden alchemy, mutant animals, and a nearby forest rotting away due to a mysterious blight. It becomes clear that if these heroes don't intervene to stop whatever evil is brewing, the fall of Plaguestone is all but certain. When the Cloaks of Minehelm return on Sunday the 26th of March, the party will be delving deeper into the dark den of the Morlocks, demonic ratfolk who are as devious as they are deadly. Candlekeep Mysteries is coming up soon. Having made it to Baldur's Gate, the party now need to find the Amberjune bookstall. Will they be able to answer the questions regarding the shape-shifting books? Find out on Thursday, 9th of March. Looking forward to that one. And of course, you can catch the VOD for Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel on the Penny Dragon Twitch channel right now. On the island of Garthas, the party are searching for information on the son of the Graven King. First, they need to make it through the caves beneath the cliffs, and the hordes of undead the man who conquered the world left in his wake. Join the gang on March 23rd for the next installment. And you can catch the VOD for The Quiet Year, and the creation and population of this world-building game is trucking along nicely. Soon, the players will begin DM Craig's homebrew Spelljammer in the campaign in the very world they helped build. Catch the next installment on Thursday, 16th of March. Wow. We're on a level 3 hype train. What have I missed?
A couple of subs, Carrick, Nekwa, Johnny.
Wow, okay. Thanks, gang. Choo choo indeed.
I think with Nekwa subs, every player now has an inspiration.
Thanks, Nak. What about the DM? No? Do you know what?
Yeah, no, Johnny, you're actually included. It's been 7
cool.
since the start of the stream.
All right. Okay, so that's it for the upcoming streams. If I've missed anything, please point it out to me or shout out to me. Other than that, big thanks and of course much love to our Technomancer Christian, who is a lord and master of the tech dungeon, for keeping us on the air and looking sharp, and of course fireballing the trolls and goblins that sometimes find their way into chat to bother us. Our appreciation also goes out to our wonderful Twitch mods. We love you all. You're the fastest fingers in the West when the banhammer is required. I'd also like to thank Kate from It's a Map for her killer cartography. Look at that, 100% in the hype train.
Nakwa just dropped another 3.
Holy God, Nakwa, calm down, you buddy.
2, sorry.
Thanks so much. What happens now?
The hype train just keeps going up. It gets up to level 10. It's just.
What happens at level 10? Do we get jettisoned into space and stream?
No, it's just like a thing. It's basically to motivate players to keep people to keep giving shit when the stream's going on and on. So it's like we got to level 10 kind of thing.
Nothing actually happens.
I like to think it's like in SimCity when the arcologies take off,
I'm just hoping it's like Under Siege 2 and we get to meet
Sopherone Saga in space.
Yeah.
When we get to level 10, we all have to take off a piece of clothing to excite the audience.
God damn it. No,
I'm going to take my socks off, don't worry.
I think
I'm going to take my socks off.
You get more emotes, I think.
Okay, let's go back to it. I'd like to thank Kate for her killer cartography. Kate from It's a Map. Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you see on the Sopherone Saga, and is a literal saint because she's quite small for transmuting my unintelligible squiggles into the works of art I import onto Roll20 and murder you all upon. You can find her on all of the socials under the handle It's a Map IRE, and her commissions are currently open. Lamont has got a bless there, lovely. All of the music I use.
Sorry, Drew Kane says he'll sub if we keep our clothes on.
You're not already subbed. I swear I give the sub every few weeks.
Okay, our clothes are on, so you need to sub now.
Yeah. All of the music I use in the Sopherone Saga is courtesy of Tabletop Audio. You can find out all about them over on their website, and if you'd like your battle music to sound as good as it does in this stream, I recommend looking through the jukebox in Roll20, where you will see an option for all things tabletop audio. You can now influence the game yourselves, as we've just seen. We're on a level 4 hype train, directly from the comfort of your own wizard towers or dungeon, depending on your proclivities. Things like channel points, subs, donations, and bits can offer a wide range of benefits, such as healing, advantage in a roll, or bless to the players and their characters. And if you're feeling particularly evil, and I know some of you are, looking at you, Linda, you can also grant these bonuses to the DM and their minions. You can find all the details in the About section to see what buys you or what gets you what in the Twitch channel, and also please be mindful to state in chat who you would like to receive your boon, lest it go ungranted. Now, with all that out of the way, I can take a breath. Let's meet our wonderful players and find out which character's fate intertwines with their own. Let's start with Stephen tonight.
Tonight I am playing Oryxium Grim, the human repentant sinner who was on a journey with his brother when he bumped into this courageous bunch of individuals.
Okay. Thanks, Stephen. Carrie, you're up next.
Yeah, hi, I play Ren, and probably the least courageous of this bunch of individuals, but, we'll keep going and see what happens. Hopefully I won't fall in any more traps today, Dave. Please, no.
Yeah, hopefully you will. Next up is Fona.
Hi, everyone. I play Scales, who is a young, naive, dragonborn barbarian, and he is currently trying to find out what happened to his race, and also if he can resurrect his dear, beloved plant, Prince Shane.
Okay, thank you for that. Ryan, you're up next.
Hi guys, I am Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, and this evening I am playing Mzelu Grim, the other half of the Brothers Grimm. And as Oryxium said, we are here to investigate some evils and stuff and come across this bunch. And we figured we'd better escort them back to town since they keep getting themselves into trouble.
Okay. Second. Cool, moving on from Ryan. Jean, you're up next, my friend.
How's everyone? I'm Jean. I'm playing Lamud, the half-orc druid. I'd just like to correct Mazelas there for just 1 second. The trouble has gotten worse since we've met up with him.
I mean,
oh wow, someone's trouble has.
Hindsight,
it's all
gone
wrong.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, yeah, Lamud is not enjoying being underground right now. He feels trapped. He just wants to get back out to the open air.
Okay, and I don't blame you. It's about to get deeper and worse. Shane, you're up next.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Shane, and I'm not playing the plant. I'm playing Jaden, a human battle master fighter with his trusty glaive, and he is currently starting to worry about getting out of here in one piece and just wants to get in, get the t-shirt, and get out.
Yeah, it might be a sleeveless ripped t-shirt taken off the body of
He could pull that off.
Wraith. You never know. Jonathan, last but not least.
Hi everyone, I play Derek, a dwarf grave cleric. My airtime just ran out there. So yeah, and he's with this party and still figuring out who the hell is Braytak and what's up with this bladder guy. I mean, Valder.
Yeah, what indeed.
I don't think any of us have explained anything to Darren.
Yeah.
He's just like, "What? Where are you going?"
Yeah.
Into
I'm
the
trying
mines.
level 3 emote. Excellent. So look, thanks a lot. Let's move on to the recap. Hello, Legitimin as well. Good to see you back, my friend. So upon arriving in the northern town of Templetown, having heard the residents were in need of heroes, the saviors of Somerton quickly realized all was not as it seemed in this sleepy little place. Ancient witches feeding on the local children and wild beasts prowling the countryside were the least of the town's worries. For now, the kingdom had sent, according to it, the party's ex-serviceman Robert, one of the royal family's most deadly fixtures, north to Templetown, agent of the Crown Valder. His mission, from what the party can gather, is to gain entrance to the temple high in the mountains, the resting place of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster, who was once one of the ancient heroes involved in the slaying of a lich named Galasar eons ago. Intent on finding the 5 rune keys necessary to bypass the temple's deadly defences, Valor stopped at nothing to fulfill his orders. However, upon sneaking into the subterranean depths of Valor's base of operations in Templetown, it became apparent to our recently deceased hero Finar that Valor was taking orders from something that held sway over the undead. After helping an old druid Braytak defend his grove from an invading force of giants, the party learned the location of the final rune key and made their way to the graveyard of Dijkstra, one of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster's old companions, in the hopes of denying Valor this final piece of the puzzle and stymieing whatever nefarious plan he was engaged upon, seemingly on behalf of King Gregor of Sopherone. Finally, arriving at the sarcophagus of Dijkstra, battle was joined. It was clear that whatever grim task Dijkstra had volunteered for, that centuries of undeath had driven her completely mad. The battle was fierce and several of our heroes went down, and not in a good way, and were at death's door until Mizella did something that turned the tide. Something that will carry with it grave consequences, with heartbreaking results should the winds of fate, capricious as they can be, unravel the threads of our heroes' destinies. Eventually, the final blow was delivered, and Dijkstra was no more, granted through blade, fire, and blow the rest and peace she had, for whatever reason, denied herself. However, upon returning to the grove, the party found that the druid Braytak was not there. The party were not met with his characteristic gruff tones. Instead, agent of the Crown Valor with his Goliath warrior companion Wraith and several archers waited for them. Valor's offer was simple: enter the temple, defeat its guardians, and retrieve the items secreted in the tomb of Sir Richard the Shieldmaster. So, is Braytak still alive? Will we see green shoots spring from the scorched earth of poor Prince Shane's little plant pot? And what has become of the little imp whose home was immolated by Ren? Only one way to find out. Let's
The imp
play
was
some
coming
D&D.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so here we are. Just after slaying. Sorry, Christian. I will turn up a little bit there. How's that? Are we better?
Good bit
So,
better, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
sound good.
Let me tweak that, Grant. Just trying out some new audio settings, chat. So that's why I'm a little bit distracted there. Anyway, yeah. So with these horrid creatures, no more. One of them ripped apart by scales in his middle of his rage. They lie destroyed and ruined on the floor. What would you like to do?
Gales is going to kick the one that ate him.
Yeah, clang.
Watch out for the spikes.
What hurts?
Is everyone okay?
That's mean.
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, doing
like,
decent.
I've been better. I've been worse.
The
As we
operator
should,
wants to know the scales hurt his foot. He did when he just kicked a big, massive iron sarcophagus.
Is there a way out towards the front of us?
There's two
as in the way
massive
we're
double
heading.
doors here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it just looks like a wall.
I
I'm
think
going
you
to
said
check
they
for traps
they
before you walk towards that.
Dave, I think you said they kind of look ornate.
They do look very ornate.
Big boss doors.
If only. No, his hit points didn't go down, Miss Jawbreaker. Just stubbed his toe.
Do one of you want to check the doors?
I will do that, I guess.
Unusually for Scales, I think it's because it ate him, and therefore he's paying more attention to it. Are there any weird markings on this sarcophagus or anything like, or is it just, or not sarcophagus, Iron Maiden? Like, are there markings on it, or is it just pretty plain metal?
It's just pretty plain metal. Any enchantment on it was didn't involve the carving of runes into the device itself. So you do see though on the inside now that the thing has been torn open there, it's riddled with scratch marks on the inside of the front door, as it were. It looks like it may have consumed several intruders.
Scales is going to get up, and as he kind of like follows the others, his tail is just, you know, that thing where it's like his tail is a little bit closer to his legs, because it's like he's kind of like, and he's rushing just a little bit as he walks up. He's just like, oh, that's well creepy. So he's like, just a little more hasty in his steps.
A little nervous scoot.
Is it like a toddler needing a toilet kind of run?
Yeah, kind of like
like a penguin.
That, with his tail tucked when a dog knows it's like, ooh, something's not right. Yeah, just like that.
But
Tom and chat said something. My 3 lots of 1d4 healing go to the next 3 creatures or entities that take damage, whatever those creatures or entities are.
Okay, to be safe, guys, we should all let me punch you in the face because I can only do 1d4. I can only do 1 damage with a punch. So,
JK.
Dave, can I just check?
Bad logic.
Can I just check something?
Yeah.
Just, I suppose, I just wanted to check, did we get the names of the last 2
oh yeah.
They're in my notes.
tombs? Because our last 2 we got were Lady Zendar and Sir Belfort, and I don't know if we made it all the way up to see all of them before our little diversion.
Check my notes. There's somewhere.
Do I have 8 names? How many are in here? If there's 8 in it, then I have all their names.
2.
There are.
There's 10, so we are missing 2.
So there's 2 I'm missing. Okay.
Yeah, so Lady Allison up here. And Sir Targon, Taorgon.
It's interesting that it's all ladies on the left and
Yeah,
sirs on the right.
It's certainly notable. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's remarkable. Even.
Was it Derek or Mazzelli who guided Ren as he's about to do this investigation?
I didn't know it was you that they guided.
Good point. I just said I was going to do an investigation check and then popped up, so I assume.
Yeah, so Mazzelu, as you're walking up to the door, just kind of like nudges your shoulder and is like, back on, man.
That is a natural 20.
A 28. These doors are locked and not trapped.
They're locked. Shit. So, any of you guys know how to pick a lock? Or
I could smash it.
I mean, does it look like Scales could smash it with that 28?
Yeah, I mean, Scales can smash anything. It's just a matter of time, really. Could be like 10 minutes, could be 10 years. Mr. Alberger suggests that you kick them in all caps.
I mean, Scales, if you want to kick the door, you can kick the door. Reynolds stand back as Scales goes to the door. It's not trapped, by the way, guys. I checked.
Scales is more inclined to hit it with his morning star, to be honest. He can't. Either that or shoulder it, one or the other.
I think the morning star is piercing, so I mean, we poking holes in it.
Bludgeoning. Can he just do a run at it and do a shoulder into it?
Yeah, I would say give me an athletics check.
If I was to stand there, you're old, okay.
19.
19, yeah, that's a good. You do a kind of maybe 10 or 12 good long stretchy steps back, and you assume the position, 2 hands on the ground like you're about to start a race.
Assume the
Bop,
position.
bop, 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 crack your shoulder, goes in, and the 2 stone doors kind of buckle a little bit. Seems to still be in place, but you think maybe one more of those and you might have it.
Will I do it again?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So before Scales does it this time, I'm going to kind of stand with my back to the door and essentially, as Scales reaches me, grab their arm and like kind of yank them into it as well to give them that extra bit
Oh,
of power.
nice. Okay, yeah. You can add +2 to your roll then.
Oh, +2. Okie dokie. Come on.
just don't slip.
Bye. There was a banana skin on the floor. I swear.
7.
Yeah, whatever you see, like having not practiced this maneuver, you kind of send Scales wide, and you sort of, rather than hitting the weakest point, which would be the join between the doors, Scales careens into this side of the door here with a crack.
I'm sorry, Scales. I thought that might work.
Uh,
I'll leave you to your own devices this time.
You'll get better leverage from it in the middle. Reynolds hit at the Scales. Like, he's just-
that's where I was aiming.
Oh, no, fair enough.
I just didn't quite make it. Okay. One more
Okay.
try.
All right. Okay.
Is there a big stick around anywhere?
Scales is
Leave it.
gonna he's gonna go extra far back this time, and he's gonna
Yep.
prep, and then he's gonna run for it.
Okay, another athletics check. 8.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I
Ooh,
know.
and with a couple of fails now, you're going to take a point of damage.
Yeah, he feels it as well.
Yeah. Your snout bangs into the door here this time, and it's quite sore. And you can't help it. You kind of lick the inside of your gums and teeth for the next 10 minutes. Ah, blood.
I've just done something weird to my roll 20. I'm gonna have to
No worries.
reload, I think. So yeah, Scales is gonna step to one side, give everybody a shrug, and be like, "Yeah, no, I can't do it."
All right, Jaden, you're up.
Hurricane says lick it.
Can
Well,
I
I
hit it
can-
with my hammer?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Well, actually, if Derek's got his hammer as well, because I know he's used a hammer, can we both like hit it together either side of the door? Kind of
Yeah, the
thing?
Hammer Brothers are in full effect.
Oh,
Go for it.
7 time.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
7. I mean, look, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit it. Just don't roll a 1 if you're doing a weapon.
Well.
Yeah, with 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, that's 12 to hit, is it?
Yeah, it's 12
Yeah.
to hit
Yeah, roll your damage there, and we'll see what happens.
with
Yeah,
8
look at that.
bludgeoning.
The doors just smash open with a deafening crack, as it reverberates through the chamber, and you see inside, further down the corridor, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, another identical set of double doors, similarly adorned with ornate passages. True Kane says, for 3+ hours of trying to get through these doors. Scales, you took some damage. You can get that 1d4 healing
Oh, scored. Yeah.
from Tom.
So I'm gonna step
Thank
forward
you,
towards
Tom.
the doors, Dave, and I'm gonna start
Yep.
checking for traps again because fuck this
Okay.
place.
Okay, we'll move your token up there.
Ren will kind of look back at the 2 clerics and be like, "Do either of your gods have any, wisdom?"
Just slap
Check
him
for
in the back
traps.
of the head.
Yeah.
Just slap him.
Yeah.
No guidance.
Yeah, guidance.
Okay.
Oh, just guidance on it. Oh my god! That's
What's an
safe.
intelligence save for?
Fuck, I meant to click investigation.
Oh,
Shit.
no.
Wasted that 20.
You sure did.
Disaster.
It's the exact same fucking roll as well. Damn it.
Cleric.
It's the same stat as well. That's still the worst.
19.
score.
I mean, that's not too bad investigation. You're gonna move your your thing up. You're investigating the doors, is that right?
Yeah, and then the 1d4 on top of that, which is 23. I'm investigating. Yeah, I'm kind of
Do you want to
moving
move your
through,
token up for me there?
Yeah, checking for traps as I go. Very carefully. With a 23.
23. Okay. Yeah, this one is trapped.
Okay, this one's trapped, guys.
And it's trapped with an explosive runes glyph of warning
Shit.
on the door, on the center of the 2 doors.
Everybody move back. I'm gonna try set this thing off.
While he's doing that, can I take some of the common clothes I've got in my bag and wrap them around my feet, John McClane style?
Yeah, you can.
I'm sick
Yeah,
of
you
walking
can.
around with bare feet.
Scales back behind the door.
Why?
There's a thing that's gonna explode down there.
Oh, okay.
And Ren is going to pull out like a bit of dust from one of his pockets, roll it into a ball, and I'm going to cast that cantrip that he devised, Orb's Arcane Arsenal. I'm going to try hit the rune in the set it off from a distance.
Okay. Roll to hit there and let's see what happens or doesn't.
Bam. 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you hit that. Nobody move their tokens, please.
Oh, fuck.
Let me just pull up the old glyph of warding here.
It's 30.
As Solo puts, more like Arcane Arsonist.
Yeah,
Oh, that's actually like a lump of metal that hits it.
range. Where is it gone? Jesus, this is a lot of text here.
Yeah, I was using them the other day, and Jesus Christ, the amount of
There
text.
we go. Triggered. Okay. 20-foot radius sphere. Looks like you're okay, Ren. As this hits the your spell, it's what's a big lump of metal, is it? Or
Yeah, the dust turns into like a fist of metal.
Boom!
Bam.
The doors are blown open, and who has the best passive perception?
Knock, knock, bitches.
I think what's mine? Not very high. 13.
Anyone above a
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear a kind of a grinding of metal from further on down the corridor here.
Like further north, is it?
You further north, more northeast, maybe.
I will tell that to Ren, seeing as though they're pushing forward. There's some mechanical sounds coming from further in the right-hand side. Be careful of other traps.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he says be careful of other traps, I mean, I'm gonna do
You
the
can
thing again.
feel there's a cool breeze now, just blowing past you.
I'm gonna keep an
Whenever
eye
you've
out.
opened these doors, there seems to be more of some sort of through breeze, or cross breeze, or some sort of flow of air that didn't exist before.
I'm gonna keep continuously keeping an eye out for traps. So will I just keep rolling as you're moving the room?
You can investigate the area in front of you, say. Maybe.
Yeah, like as you come towards the door, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
stick
Roll
my head
investigation.
there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we hear anyone else, like in these tunnels, or anything else like that?
That's
22.
No, it is.
You do hear some footsteps from a long way back behind you, sounds as if Valor and Wraith maybe coming down the stairs.
Do I hear that familiar kind of like ting, ting from the glaive as it's hitting the floor?
You do.
Yeah.
The viciously spiked glaive.
Dickhead 1 and 2. I'm incoming.
Okay. Another set of double doors here, another set of double doors here. You do hear a faint grinding of metal coming from through this door.
Do I get anything with the 22 on those?
No traps detected thus far.
Are they locked?
Move your token to whichever doors you're investigating.
I'm gonna go with the one from the grinding first.
Okay, yeah. You want to investigate roll another investigation check for traps on this door.
Okay.
Is everyone hearing the grinding or just people with passives over 15?
Everyone's here in the
It's
grinding.
another
now.
22.
22. There are no explosive runes on this door, but there is one heavy padlock. It's currently in the unlocked position, though.
Padlock's unlocked. That's kind of a bad sign, probably.
How far back is Volder?
He seems to be at the top of the stairs, or sorry, just the bottom of the stairs now.
So that's what, 60 foot back or so?
Let's do a measure. No, it's a long way back. Let me
That's
just do
probably
a
like a close to
200 or
200
300
foot.
feet. Yeah.
quick measure
Oh,
from
it's-
Orixium back to there. Yeah, 200 feet.
Right. In
Yeah.
that case, how badly did Scales break this door, or did they just like? Is it off
This
hinges,
door
or
is
is it just the lock
destroyed.
busted?
No, it's taken a lot of damage now. It's not closable. Like you can close it over.
Yeah, but if you can see through it, if it's still busted and stuff, it's no good.
These ones aren't.
They
They
just
not
got
go off with
exploded
the
open.
explosion.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking of the other ones. Yeah, you could probably close these ones.
Okay,
As-
so I'm
These
gonna
ones
grab
are
my.
taking massive damage. These ones, you can close them and.
I'm gonna
whatever.
shout to my brother and say, "Come and give me a hand, brother." And I want to shut the doors, and I want to try and wedge something underneath the bottom, like a
Okay.
bit of the rock or something that I can find, something just to.
Okay, roll a survival check to see what you find, to see what you can sort of cobble together or scavenge. 11. I mean, there's a couple of sharp rocks you can sort of kick under. Doesn't look like it would hold for too long, especially against Wraith. But I
No,
mean,
that's
hey,
fair,
better than
but
nothing.
just a little bit of time. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna push them shut
Should have
and
taken
quickly
arcane lock.
jam some rocks and stuff underneath them, just to make it more difficult for them to get to us.
Okay, with a survival of 11, that's noted. Coolaboola.
When Ren came over to the doors that Scales is by, Scales is just going
Mhm.
to say to him, "Why would it be bad if the lock isn't locked? I mean, it makes it easier to go through the door."
Makes it easier to go through the door, but it also means something else, especially considering there's noise on that side of the door. Could be over there. See?
You hear heavy footfalls and the grinding of metal
Coming
you so.
from the right.
coming from the room behind these doors.
I'm going to check this door.
Drew Gaines is lock it.
I'm tempted.
Fucking lock it.
Fucking lock it high.
And it's 19 on this door, Dave.
Which this door here.
Yeah.
Investigating this door, you see there is no lock there, but there looks like an indentation in the shape of a blade. A long blade.
Like, talking a longsword.
Talking a longsword. It seems to be very specific, the shape.
Does it resemble the longsword Scales has?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Well-
in the fact that it's long on a sword, that's the only resemblance you can find.
Ren will call over to Erixium. You can make weapons out of thin air, it seems, right? Using your lord's power.
Using someone's power, yeah.
Yeah. Come here.
Jada just fucking starts twitching.
Do you think you can make something that'll match the profile of this?
Erixium will kind of hunker down a bit, peer into the hole, and he'd say,
I'm sure I could call upon the power to create a similar blade, but in my experience, we have just come through a trapped door. What is the possibility if the wrong weapon is entered? It sets off a similar reaction.
I mean, with my 19, am I confident that this is a lock, not a trap?
With a 19 investigation, this is indeed a magical lock.
It seems to be a magical lock.
It looks like you need to find some sort of magical key to be placed into the magical sword-shaped recess.
I feel like we're going to need to go this way, but honestly, I'm just trying to not deal with whatever's making that big pounding and banging noise back there, so...
It seems to have settled down. There's not much more movement.
Scales has gone back over to the door that's not locked, and
Mhm.
he's been doing the thing, like he's been putting his ear up against the side of it and listening. The noise that was happening, does it sound anyway familiar or like something he's heard before?
Through here, no, you haven't heard anything that sounds like this before.
Right, Ryan will start walking back over and be like, right, guys, get ready for a fight. And he'll
Are we opening it then? Because
Yeah,
I think we
Mazzello.
should open it.
I think you should probably get over here.
Yeah, my boy. Okay, who wants to open the creepy door? And level
I'll open
one.
the creepy door.
the tomb first. Okay.
I'm just gonna move up to the door.
Okay.
I am starting to, like, my hands are starting to, sparks are starting to crackle between my fingers as I'm getting ready to let loose if there's something there.
Whatever is in there knows we are here.
Yep.
Hello.
Don't let anyone move. And it is going to take its held action and make two. Multi-attack. It's going to make two attacks with its sword. One on Scales, one on Lamud. First
Does the sword
attack.
look like it would fit in the lock?
It sure does.
Knew it.
Actually, sorry, no, it doesn't. It there is a massive sword that seems to be worked into the armor of this massive iron golem. As it takes, let's get our cry havoc on here, lads, and
I never would have guessed it would be that one.
yeah,
It's a good one, though.
It's too good though.
Yeah.
It's the music for the campaign. As this thing takes one massive swing, vroom, and a grinding and crunching of metal and gears, as it makes a swing for Scales with its massive sword with a 10-foot reach.
The other music is still playing on top there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's 32 to hit.
Oh,
Do I see this coming?
It's an attack, so unfortunately no. 33 points of slashing damage.
Yes, 33 points. Okay.
And it's going to make another attack against Lamud. 29
Definitely hits.
for 15 slashing. And we are into initiative. Let me just make
I
sure
was
I
holding
clear
a
the turn
firebolt,
off.
Dave. Can I get that off?
Ah, sure, go on. Yeah, you can. Yep, yeah, no worries.
May as well.
Yeah, may as well.
Bam! Great fire. That probably doesn't do full damage. It's a stone golem, but fuck it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, your fireball just roll me a perception check. Legitimately want to know what level the party are.
Yeah.
We are currently level 7.
Level 7.
It's a 5.
Soon to be level split.
Yeah, I mean it's now there are look, you know, there are alternatives to fighting. What they are, I have no idea, but I mean you don't have to.
Eat it back towards Balder!
That is a 14. It's got -1. What was your perception check?
It's a 5. I know
5,
what you're
okay.
going for, but Ren doesn't.
Yes. Okay. Cool, Abula. All right. Is that everyone in? Let's sort this to descending. Scales, you're up first. I'm assuming I'm going to get a bonus action rage here.
Oh yes, of course, bonus action rage on this one. And thus the ancestral protectors will flow out.
Okay, cool. And as your
Wait.
ancestral protectors appear, the image of a large bridge over, not necessarily troubled water, but some swiftly flowing rivers. You can see this ghostly scene take place, and you see one of them has this large, thick tied rope around his ankles, and he's just about to jump off the bridge, and the other one grabs him by the collar and holds it back and points to the scene here in this giant golem. He sits down. One of them pulls the Drew Counts' bridge over the river Cry. Indeed, one of them pulls out a sickle and just cuts this whatever cord was tied around his ankles, and they stand up and rush into the fray.
Okay. I'm going to
What
use
you
my my instinctive pounce, which lets me move half my speed to just skirt around the edge of this guy without ever
Yep.
leaving his range and get to roughly there. And then I'm going to hit this guy with my longsword.
Okay, roll to
Um,
hit.
I've already used my bonus action, haven't I? I did to enter my...
Yep, use it to enter your rage.
I am going to, however, recklessly attack,
Okay.
which is not a bonus. That's all I was checking. To get
You have- would you
advantage.
not- No, I suppose you wouldn't.
No, not quite yet, because they're not
Yeah.
in range.
Yeah.
And longsword.
I'm pretty zoomed out, that's why.
look
Nat
at that for a
20.
27, nice. Do you want to roll? Let me pull up my notes here.
Roll a 99, please, and just chop its ear off. Get me your
Okay,
range.
I put these into my...
Sadly, not a 99.
Those
I
roll.
love that you remember the numbers so clearly, though.
What did you
I
roll?
remember that one. Yeah.
86.
86. You on your critical hit table.
Yep.
You strike with great force. Roll an additional set of dice above and beyond your normal critical roll.
So I'm rolling the damage on the
So
longsword again.
another
is it?
2d6. Oh, sorry, another 1d10 if it's 200.
Or the 1d10, yeah. Do I get the plus
So-
3 on it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It's just the additional
Oh,
damage.
yeah,
dice.
just that dice. Yeah, sorry.
Dice. Okay, so that is 10 and
Two.
4, 16. Sorry, for 16 and 2, 18 points of damage.
18.
Nice.
And then
that's a magical weapon?
It is a magical weapon. And a swing on the back swing. Another nat 20.
Get the
Oh,
fuck
they're
out
not
of here.
20,
Holy
Jesus Christ.
shit. So roll me another D100 there, please. I need to move this. I need to
Okay.
move this.
It's all right, lads. We can go home. Scales has got this.
Yeah, damn right.
That's a 17.
17, okay.
One high, one low.
As you were fighting, you notice an effective route to escape danger. I suggest you take it. You are able to use a disengage action after your attack.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So that was another 9, 12, 14 points of damage. Scales is in fact going to disengage. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Careful.
Stick there. I don't think he'll use his full movement.
Okay, Ren, you're
All
up.
right.
So if that's it for you, that was a good
That
round.
is it.
Cool.
Wow.
So, yeah, Ren is still feeling pretty tapped from the last fight, so he's not got much up his sleeve. Can I get you to give me a intelligence save? DC 15.
Intelligence save, okay. Is this against a spell or a magical effect?
It is.
It has advantage on these.
Cool.
That will be a minus 3.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna drive in a shard of like psychic energy into this thing's whatever, and I do, if it's not immune to psychic damage, 7 points of damage.
Damage immunity, psychic. So it is
Okay.
immune to psychic damage.
But it will take 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, cool. You can remind me of that.
On its
Anything
next
else you'd
turn,
like
which
to
is
do,
now.
Ren?
Great. That is all I can do. Sorry. Sorry, guys. That was useless. I'll move a small bit to like here. I don't know why I do.
So
Oh.
run round. Let me just do something here. Okay, the Iron Golem is coming up. How the fuck did I roll that for? Okay, the Iron Golem. It wades in here, clank,
Cool,
clank,
Matthew.
and you can see these massive, these massive footprints now in the sand that your feet are kind of sinking into. Scale. It's not quicksand. It's not soft. It's just like being at the beach, and it's just your toes wiggle. But yeah, there's big, very, very deep footsteps here as this thing is going to attack. It's going to attack Derek with a sword.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay, so it's a 15 to hit.
That's a miss, thank goodness.
Oh wow. Okay, second attack. It's gonna go for the mud. The sword. Disadvantage. 15.
Is a miss.
Oh, okay. Is that all I can do? Golem makes 2 melee attacks. Yeah, okay. And again with a screeching of metal and gears and cogs. It's slow, but if it hits, you fucking feel it. Somebody got a bless. Ryan got a bless. Thanks, Nessie. As it kind of turns, clank, clank. These gears grinding as it looks at Lamud and Darak. Looks down at its sword. And we're on to Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden is gonna run straight at it. Would you call this a large or a huge creature?
I believe it's huge. Let me just check. No, it's a large construct.
Okay. And then as he runs through its legs, glaive out to the side, chop at one of the legs with his glaive, and he's gonna try for a trip attack if he gets it. So glaive to hit. 17.
17. Its AC is 20.
Oh,
No.
Natural armor.
Natural armor, 20. Okay. Then he's gonna go extra attack.
Yeah, 20. He's just.
Yeah.
like Drew Kane is in chat. 20. What the holy hell? He just made of armor. Oh, that's it.
11.
I do believe you haven't flanked.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Holy shit!
Are you still
Okay.
trying to trip him or
Or
what?
I was trying to trip him. Yeah, I can add that in now as well. When I hit a creature with a weapon attack. Yep. So do this first. So it'll be 27 total for 17 points of non-magical damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Plus-
immune to non-magical damage.
Is it immune? Okay, well then
Yeah.
the extra damage is irrelevant, but it probably still has to make the save against.
I
haste.
think it will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a D4 from that because of my thing.
Okay. So what's the
it
save?
It's 14, which is not going to be
Sorry, what is it?
You are
Strength.
strength 14.
So 10 minus 3. Sorry, I need to move the turn order.
Um,
Minus 3. Yeah.
I have to do this, but
Yeah.
Tom did specify the first 4 creatures, wasn't it, that took damage?
Yeah.
It didn't
Oh
take-
yes.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
three.
was,
So the
He's
creature
not a
does.
creature.
Oh, is he not?
He's a
Oh, he's made of
construct.
armor.
I
Okay,
won't
there
forget
we
my
go.
blesses, but I was nowhere near the save for this one, Linda. But thank you.
so technically I get a D4 healing
Yeah,
from the hit.
and
I
then
took.
whoever else took damage, don't forget the blesses, bruv.
Scales would have.
Could take a D4 as well. So
Scales
yeah,
got
of course. Look, I ask you.
So
I'm asking you guys to keep track of that for me. So Jaden, yeah,
there's
you
one heal left.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, that goes to the golem then. He didn't specify, so I'm going to give the golem 1d4.
He said creatures. That's a construct, isn't it?
Ah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Supposedly he said entities according to Chris.
Ryan in with the actually there. Nice.
I
No,
don't
normally
know.
I wouldn't be, but like, fuck this golem.
This is a serious fucking fight, guys. So yeah.
So it goes down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So anything else, Jaden? As you look, you know this thing is. Oh, he said creatures or entities back in the chat. So I'm
Yeah,
taking,
then you
damn
can
it,
get
taking
it.
that 1d4.
Yeah, he
Healing-
gets it then.
Healing's gone.
That's
All the
2
healings are gone.
plus 2. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thanks, Tom. So cool. Anything else, Jaden? You now know that you're going to need something magical to hit this thing.
Yeah,
That
okay.
magical door is also an entity.
This round, nope, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Moving on, Derek.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Can I just call out one thing? Glaive goes down, short sword comes out.
Oh, smart.
Nice.
Just calling it now.
Cool. Moving on.
Huh. Okay. Derek is just gonna cast a spell. Hopefully it will work. Gonna cast Bane on it.
Burn. Okay. It needs a charisma
Charisma.
saving throw.
Oh,
I cannot imagine it's good at those. Its charisma is 1, but it has magic resistance, so I get to roll with advantage. Ah,
That
lads.
doesn't help.
Oh my god.
I will take the
Wow.
1. Ryan, your rolls are no longer the worst. Okay, so it is currently burned. Let me give it a little Bane mask here.
Was he born in darkness?
And prone.
And sorry, he's
prone,
prone
yeah.
as well, is he?
Yeah.
What will we give him for prone?
There's a guy crouching, I think, isn't there? Or knocked down.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's got a little something stuck in his back there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this thing, I forgot that, you made, like, you tripped it, so it lands with a clang and deafening, kind of just this deafening thunderous bang as half its head is sort of, buried deep in the sand and the rest of it is, like, on this stone here. Derek, that was it. Yeah, that was a good one. So you're gonna everyone remind me about the D4 Bane because I may forget, and I will take your steer in it. So anything else, Derek?
You said this reaches 10 feet, right?
Well, I mean, someone was 10 feet away and it got hit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna move 1 back.
Okay. Good to know. Moving on then. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
We're on to Valder.
Oh, what?
What?
They're in? They're
5,
helping?
10.
No, probably not
5,
helping.
10. Oh, it sounds like there's Some dangerous combat. If only we could get through these doors, Wraith. If only we could get through these doors and help our friends, good citizens of the kingdom.
I shout back, you still do fuck all.
And you hear Valder, Wraith. Be a dear. And you're bang, bang. So Wraith is going to do. He's not gonna use his glaive. I think he's gonna make an athletics check.
I love how Valder just turned into an old lady there for a second.
Nah. How was he got? What the fuck?
-2.
No, that can't be right because he has +9 on that. I don't know how that fucking rolled that.
Only plus 9.
Who
What?
cast Wither on him?
Only +9.
I know, yeah, but that's really weird. I'm gonna just refresh roll
Jaden's
20.
over there making
Give me 1
notes.
second.
Yeah.
No problem.
That is really weird.
But I'm assuming with the 29, he
It was
bashes
still-
the
it
door
was still
down.
a nat
Yeah,
20
he is gonna
anyway.
bash the door down with the roll, but I'm just kind of annoyed that that's quite. I'm gonna roll it again, see what happens. Athletics.
Jaden, I'm just going to say, if there was ever
Why
a
is it
time
doing
to
that?
strike, it's probably now.
Yeah.
Yeah, while he's minus.
Sorry.
What does it say? Global capacity, carrying capacity modifier.
Is
There must be
he
something in
burdened?
strength or something.
No, he's just way down from carrying Valder all the time.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to have to roll manually for him. Anyway, there's a massive crash as they both go through the doors. That's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry,
Those
yeah.
waves.
And this guy get up to about here. Let me just see what rate. Unless he's got exhaustion on or something. I really don't know what that is. It's kind of annoying me. Anyway, now's not the time. So, his movement speed is that, and this fella's movement speed. Oh, is it? It was right, wasn't it? It was. Okay, they'll get to about there. That's it for Valder and Rat. You know what? They'll dash. Valder will get to here. Wraith will get to about there.
Blue Kane says, clang, clang, clang goes the golem.
Okay, cool. That's all for Valor and Wraith. Lamont, you're up.
All right. So after having taken that hit, Lamut is going to kind of scream out in pain at first, but then his face is going to begin to start elongating. Fur is going to sprout as he begins to wild shape. Let's bring out the fun one this time.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely. The bear. The bear's out to play. Hopefully he's not Cocaine Bear.
Hopefully he is Cocaine Bear.
I mean, you could hit him. You could hit him with a fucking a haste, and he would be Arcane Cocaine there. Arcane Cocaine Bear. Okay, that's a bonus action. Yeah.
That is a bonus action, so I've still got my action left, being
Okay.
Circle of the Moon. And then I am going to multi-attack. Let's swipe at him
Nice.
with a claw advantage because he's prone.
Yep. Here we go.
He has to make any saves with disadvantage as well.
No. Jeez.
15 is a miss, my friend.
Let's go for a
The
bite.
claws, Chris! Horrific screeching sound, like nails on a chalkboard, and that's a 19 again. Have you got a bless?
Bless.
You do.
I do have a bless. Let's
Or do you
roll
want to keep it for something important, like it's like a saving throw? Or you're going straight in there, no kissing, lovely.
So that's a 22.
22 is a hit. As
14.
14 points of damage.
14 magical piercing, yes.
14 magical piercing. Where's my character sheet for the golem?
Because of, where's the thing on my sheet? I'll pop it into chat quickly. Because of primal strikes. 6th level, all my wild shape attacks become magical.
Nice. Okay,
Nice.
14 points of piercing damage. As the first ones just screech off it with its terrible screeching and scraping sound. Claws on armor, but that attack just seems to loosen up some sort of plate down by the what would be considered a stomach area, and then the next one just goes in. You pull out a handful of chain and gears and things. You can see kind of a little bit of smoke begin to steam from or could kind of pour out from whatever wound you've inflicted. Anything else for Lamud?
Just going to step over to there.
Okay, cool. Moving on, Mazzelu, what have you got?
So he's down on one knee, right? Because he's prone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and I'm going to try and do an uppercut with my hammer.
Holy shit. Okay, cool.
So it's
Rotate. That's it's at a what? No, it's a 4. No, yeah, just
13, but yeah.
It's in the process of getting up, and the savagery of the bear is very distracting, and that blade, the flat side of that hammer just sails through the air. Anything else?
Cry. At
Okay.
Ryan being such a douche.
Rixium, you're up, my friend.
Orixium will draw a small vial from his belt pouch and drink it. And then as he finishes that, he will reach out his arm and launch 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, nice. True Kane says, you like Primal Strike, bro? Name 3 B-sides.
11 points of force damage.
30. Why do you have advantage?
Oh, it's disadvantage because he's prone from a distance,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yes. Right. Then, yeah, absolutely 0 points of force.
Pew pew! As they shoot across the room. And fly by Scales' head there. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, he'll stay where he is.
Okay, moving on. Top of the round again, we've got Scales. Or do we have a layer action? No, it's Scales.
Scales is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, squeeze in between those 2 guys.
Oh, look at that. Okay, cool.
And he is going to recklessly attack once again.
Mm.
Because this guy did some serious hurting on him at the start, so this
Yeah.
is kind of personal, you know?
You have a serious wound
he's
all
like,
the way down your chest.
Yeah, screw this piece of armor thing. That is a 26 to hit.
Scales. Current last attack was against Darak.
I mean,
And
it's prone as well. So
It's
like,
prone, so yeah, you will get
multiple
the
advantages.
yeah. Sorry, that's
Oh,
26 is a
so
hit. Yeah.
I don't need to recklessly attack then. Okay, cool.
Well,
So
you've called it, so unfortunately.
I think I'm
you
recklessly attacking. I think
Yeah,
it's just
cool.
in character anyway.
Yep. So
Um,
what was that? 10 points of slashing damage.
That's
Okay, cool.
10 points of slashing damage, and that's
Again?
a 15 to hit.
15 is not enough, I'm afraid. Its AC is
Just
20. Yeah, you just shove the longsword in the first one, twist it. You can hear again the grinding of gears and chains and belts and things like that. And this one, the second attack does nothing, unfortunately.
And then Scales is just going to use the last of his movement to kind of move over to here and give the bear and Jaden a little bit more space to move.
Okay, good to know.
And that is Scales' turn.
Shit.
Okay, cool. Let me just check one thing. All right, moving on. Scales, it's Ren. What have we got? Fuck all, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm really tapped and I don't have much I can do. Okay, I'm going to use my last first level slot and throw in a chromatic orb.
Okay, gets a save for this.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It's
oh lovely.
okay.
It's an attack
Roll
roll.
to hits. Yeah,
These
so
hits.
it's pretty. No, unfortunately.
I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay, cool.
No.
Oh, we take the 9 on that one. Unfortunately, yeah, they sail harmlessly wide. Just too much confusion there in the middle of the fray, and your chromatic orb just screeches wide. That's it for Ren.
If for whatever it may do, a bolt of lightning or like an orb of lightning hits the back wall of this.
Okay, it crashes off the back wall as a blackened shape or kind of mark from the wound that's inflicted there.
That is
Wall.
not it for me. I am
No?
going to sort of back up towards this, kind of keeping Baldur and Wraith in line of sight.
Way, not today. Okay, cool. The Iron Golem. You just hear
Yeah,
this
between me and this.
This big inhalation of breath, or what you call breath, as several slots just open up. This noxious cloud of green gas escapes, and it is going to use its poison breath. Need a DC 19 con save, or we're going to take 10d8 poison damage.
Which direction is it? The
Holy
cone going
I'm
in?
gonna do it now. It's a 15-foot cone, and it's going in this direction here. So let me just do this from here. 15 foot. It's gonna get Darek. I'm gonna go from the center of the token. Darek and Mazzello, pretty much.
How did you do
Q.
the really accurate measuring, by the way?
Alt.
Oh, alt, right.
So alt, yeah. Darek and Mazzello. Okay, cool. I need. That's a nice save. If you guys have any inspirations or blesses, I suggest you use them now.
I mean, if Ryan doesn't have one, like, can I give him
So,
my bless?
No.
Okay.
I have
Mazella's, I think, will only take. I can reduce that by 2d6, I think.
How?
With my spirit shield.
And
The
Derek only
ancestral
takes a
protectors
quarter.
will assist.
Takes damage. You can use a
Mazella's.
reaction to. I mean, look, it's damage. It doesn't
It
say
is
from what
damage,
source.
so
Okay,
yeah.
another creature. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm gonna roll 10d8, lads.
Derek, remember, you're only going to take a quarter of the damage.
43. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. So 43 points of damage. Mine down. So you take 38, Mazzello, as you begin this thick, noxious, gloopy green poison. Just
Jesus.
You just inhale at the wrong time, and it's almost like swallowing candy floss. It's that thick. And it just your nose and your eyes start to bleed. You can feel something running out of your ears. You after maybe a couple of seconds, you kind of look down and realize your trousers beneath the armor are a little bit wet as well. This is not good. Darek, you're gonna take a quarter of that? Because what is it? Because you're a dwarf.
Dwarf, and because he
And you made a
had
save.
20, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So well, it's 43 down to 42, which is 21, which is 10. Nice. Okay. You'll be happy to know that's all it can do.
Would
And
you?
Yep.
Sorry, I was going to ask.
What?
Would you consider that an attack for the purposes of triggering a sentinel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I certainly would, yeah.
Well, then both myself and Scales would get sentinel
Look
attacks.
at that.
I used my reaction
Did you?
to lower
Yeah.
the damage. So,
Cool.
but
Okay,
I kind of
let's do
figured
it.
if Sentinel was there, you'd get the Sentinel
Yeah.
anyway. So
Sentinel bros.
Sentinel bros.
Love it.
It did stand up at the start of the round, did it?
It did, of course it did, yeah.
Yeah, grand. Okay. Short sword +1.
That's gonna hit.
That's going to hit for 7 points of magical
7
piercing.
points of magical piercing. Okay.
And I'm actually going to trip it again.
Trap it. Fucking trap it.
Yeah.
Don't
So
forget its pain.
that. Yes. So it'll be DC 14 strength. And I'll give you the.
Why do I keep opening
the extra damage?
DC 14 strength.
Yeah.
18. Minus
Pain.
D4.
Minus-
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still gonna
Let's
make
see
it, but
the way.
still, yeah. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. And one extra point of damage.
Okay, look, every little helps.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We
not
don't, we
minus
don't
five,
use that
minus
slogan
10.
here. I'll get PTSD from working in Tesco.
Nice one. Okay, cool. That's all the Iron Golem can do. Anyone else have any reactions they want to use before we move on?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. Jaden, you're up. It's gonna
Short
do something
sword.
for 1 second.
Yeah. Cool.
Lemud just got a heal there
Yeah, it's
from
working, cool,
It's
alright.
a Map. Thank you, Kate.
Oh, thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Kate. Okay, so Dave, here's a question quick.
Mhm.
Cave Bear is still at full health. Does the healing transfer down to Lemud?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not? Okay, sorry, Jaden, you're up.
Natural 20.
No. Fucking hell, lads. That's where he's right today. Okay, so that's 11 points of piercing damage. Let's roll a D100.
Coming up. 42.
42.
Ooh.
You are able to
The
maneuver
answer.
towards your opponent while attacking and harass them. After you attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use.
I will grapple.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Just jump onto his back and start stabbing.
You're just
pretty
you're
much.
just wrapped around its metal. It's this gargantuan tree trunk of a leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my first attack, and then I have an extra attack.
Can you make an extra attack when you're in a grapple
Yeah.
position?
Just checking, can he actually even be grappled? Because I don't think they can, right?
Let me just. Yeah, that's a good point. Condition immunities. No, it's not immune to being grappled, from what I can see.
Oh, fuck. Really?
Unless there's a
Ruining my
rule.
fun.
Unless there's a rule about grappling creatures larger than you that I'm not aware
You
of.
can do one size larger, not
Which it is.
two.
Well, which is it's one.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like one larger.
Okay.
Unless you're a
Nice.
Goliath, in which case I think Goliaths can technically grapple huge because of their weird
Okay.
being large,
Yeah.
but not
Oh,
large.
All right, cool, thanks for that.
It is grappled, and gonna juggle the short sword and stab in again.
Okay, lovely. Roll to hit. Let me just look up the grappled condition there.
At 20, oh.
I'm
That
not looking
would
at the
be
chat, so you tell me what it
10.
is.
10.
10.
The
is
big
not
old
gonna
miss.
hit.
Yeah.
Where's the conditions? Grappled.
That's obviously because you've got it grappled. It's just a bit awkward.
Grapple
right?
creature speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonuses. The condition ends. The condition ends. The grappler is incapacitated, which is not. The condition also ends in effect. Moves. So it's just its speed becomes 0, which I can deal with. Cool. All right, that it for you.
Yeah. Just
Alright.
hooking a leg.
You're up.
After seeing Mazzello's trying to hit it with a hammer, he's also
Yeah.
going to try to hit him with a hammer.
Okay, hammer time.
You can't touch this.
Oh.
Oh, I can't anyway.
Well, they are collaborating at this point.
11. There's a miss.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll again.
Okay.
Let's see. So you need to
I
give
see
him
it that-
damage.
I see it that the two of us, you know, when you see them guys like hammering in like a tent peg and they're like doing it in sync with each other.
Oh, the inspiration is gone, and you roll the same again. Anything else for your turn, Derek?
Take a step back.
Take a step back. Lovely. Valder is up. Valder looks at. He kind of moves to here, and he goes, "Well, let's see what you've got. See if you still have it in you." Just move these tokens. I have too many character sheets. Valder, who's the fucking measure in there? I fucking sent Valder out to you.
This is where you find out Valder secretly can't fight and has been letting Wraith do all the work. No, I've only we were that lucky.
Valder lashes a guiding bolt at it, and misses. But I'm going to use one of my blesses. This will really trigger Linda.
Use the
Use my
help us,
blesses
yeah.
to aid the party. That's a 19. No, yeah, as he releases this guiding bolt that shoots far and wide past the skirmish there. Let me just tweak a spell slot down there. He has loads left.
He never told us who he was aiming at.
Yeah, I know. Okay, moving on. Sorry, do we have a raid? I thought we'd have a raid. That's all Valor's going to do. He's just going to chill out. Wraith is up. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, God, I nearly inverted him there. 20. He's going to move to... No, he's going to stay there because of his reach. And he pulls out the glaive of the Wailing Widow. And he rolled... Oh, my God! Right! I'm going to use my inspiration and make that a 27 to hit. And that is... I thought I clicked it for damage. That's annoying. Why is it not working? God damn, nothing is working on this character sheet. Just going to try it again. Pop. Pop.
Oh.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, not even if I click it.
Okay. Fucking click it. That is
Try to
1d10
get the card
plus
sheet, maybe.
5 slashing. I am?
Alright.
Oh no, there you go. Good call. That is 10 slashing with as he wheels this glaive around. And yeah, it screeches off the side of this golem. So it takes 10 and it is going to oh shit.
That's not good, oh shit.
No, I just made the thing's hit points 10 instead of what they were, instead of subtracting 10, but it's gone to remember what it was.
I mean,
and
that's fine by me.
It's
yeah,
taken
so
83 points of damage, if that helps.
Oh, has it? Thank you. Cool, let me just do that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You say it's taking -3 hit points of damage?
83.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I was like,
So
what?
it's going, he's gonna, sorry, Wraith is gonna use his extra attack to go again. That is a 25 to hit for, let's roll again. Can I just, no, go into this card sheet. For 8 slashing. I don't know what the 5 piercing is there for. I'll figure it out again. Anyway, and he's going to use his bonus action to make a butt strike, but it's going to be piercing instead of bludgeoning.
That's probably what the piercing is, yeah.
Yeah, 26 for 6 piercing. Okay, cool. So that is another 14 points of damage. As a Wraith just walks in, and with it just expert skill and finesse, just and it's crack, and you can see one of the red gems for its eyes just have this massive shatter and crack, as this spiked butt of this thing impacts. As he wheels this around, you do hear this this eerie keening sound. Almost fills you with dread, but not quite, as he hasn't utilized it to its full effect. But it's very unsettling. This old woman's keening sound.
Actually, Dave, out of curiosity, what did Valder's guiding bolt look like? Was it just the plain radiant energy, or did it look different to what Mazzello and Dark throw?
Dark grey.
Okay.
That's all for right. I'm moving on to the mud.
I'm assuming this golem is not focusing on me right now.
No.
Who's its focus on right now?
Well, its last attack was the poison breath, so it's hard to tell.
So if I move to there, probably I would get flanking.
Yeah, let's say you would. Yeah.
All right, because I need it. Claw for 26 to hit for 16 slashing.
16 slashing does it, yeah. That's it screeches through again, and you see rivets and bolts, and you actually take one of the shoulder plates off. It lands in the ground with a clang.
And then I'm going right back to that same shoulder again. That is a natural 20.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do some serious damage here now.
For 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage, okay.
And
you 72.
It immediately does.
Your attack knocks your target over. The target is knocked prone.
Oh, yes!
Nice hit. That is a seriously clutch move, as these claws begin to start ripping armored plates off this thing and gears. Your razor sharp claws just rip through something, and with it comes this big, huge leather belt that seemed to be whirring around, and its legs just stop working, and it falls down into a sitting position right on its metal arse. That was a hell of a round. Have you got anything else?
That is it for the round.
Wow, okay, Mazzellu, what have you got, my friend?
Well,
Hopefully it's better than last round.
Yeah, for the DMs and the rules people in the group, Channel Divinity, is it a bonus action or an action?
Depends on the channel divinity.
Somewhere.
See, it doesn't bloody specify. That's what I thought.
It usually says at the beginning as an action or as a bonus action.
No, it just says you can use your Channel Divinity.
Just pop it in the chat.
Oh no, it does fucking say it. I'm just an idiot. Okay. Fucking, I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, I grabbed my holy symbol and I start healing Up to that. Okay. And scales will go up to whatever their half point or half HP max is.
Do you drop that into chat so we can see what it is?
Yes, I can indeed. It is my preserve life.
Preserve life. I like it. Starting at second level, you can use Channel Divinity to heal the badly injured. As an action, you present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creatures within 30 feet and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half its hit point maximum.
So I get 2 points of healing from that, if that matters.
Well, that's the thing is because I don't know who's like what stage people are at. I just gave it to whoever looks the worse off, which was you, apart from me.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, is that it for you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, Rixium.
Orixium had been standing back and holding the platinum glaive. But as he sees Jaden discard his own non-magical glaive and pull out a short sword, he'll compress the glaive down and separate it into 2 pieces and summon his shield and his longsword. And as he's doing this, smoke starts to pass through his nose and his mouth. And he'll move 10 feet forward
And say, acid indigestion is no joke.
and flames will blow out of his mouth towards the golem.
Oh, nice.
Flames.
Flames as he expels a fire breath. If I can get a DC 13.
Nice. Okay. Let me just see its immunities.
2 1s and 2 2s, what a joke.
Okay. 2 2s now. The casino. So it's a DC 13. Okay, let's go. Its dex is shit, lads. Got -1 on this. That's not too bad. Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Does it
What
take
is up
the
with these
damage though?
fucking saving throws? So it's
He's
gonna take.
also fucking baned as well. So.
Yeah.
So let's roll the d4 for the shit of it anyway and see what he gets. That's a -1. Okay, so he takes what, 6 points of fire?
6 points.
That's magical fire, is it?
Is all fire not magical fire?
I mean, if you're summoning it from...
It's a spell.
You know?
It's a spell, is it? Okay,
Well, it's
so
a potion. It was a potion.
Oh yeah, well then it is. Yeah. So -6. Okay, yeah. It just seems to it shoots through the gaps and holes that there in the armor. And Lamud, Mazzello, and Jane, you can feel. Is that a cone? Do they all have to make that?
No, it's a specific target.
It's just like
I can chuck it up if you want.
Spit it. Not fine. Okay, is that it for you? Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, that's bonus and action on action. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, cool. Scales, you're up.
Okay, Scales is going to now that this thing is on the ground, right? It's been knocked prone. Yeah, he's gonna recklessly attack its head.
Recklessly attack its head. Okay.
We've been teaching Scales to play T-ball.
So that's an 18, but I have inspiration, so I'm actually gonna. No, actually.
Don't mind this. I'm just seeing if it works for. No, I have to remake this
You
character.
do have
Okay,
a
cool.
bless as well.
I have a bless. I'm gonna try adding the bless. Come on, yes. Okay, so that's actually
Okay,
a
that is a
22 to
hit.
hit for
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
9
Very good
damage.
for the bless.
And then another whale for 23 to hit for 15 points.
So what's the
of
total damage?
So 9 and 19, 21.
24.
24.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, this just goes straight through the neck, and you can see now its head has just been dislocated, and it's at this weird angle now. It still seems to be well capable of doing some damage. Anything else you'd like to do, Scales?
No, that is Scales' turn.
Okay, moving on, Ren.
First of all, Arixium, I have a box of Rennie here if you need it. Question, Dave. Did it seem like it was actually taking damage from the fire that was being thrown at it?
What, the fire that Arixium did?
Yeah.
You're too far away to tell.
Oh god.
It's chaos. It's chaos back there, like.
I can't really do much, and it's immune to non-magical. Well, I wouldn't actually know that from where I am, so fuck it, I'll just throw it anyways, because I have nothing else I can do. Arm's Arcane Arsenal. Misses.
It's a miss. Ping! Something hits the back of your head, Mazzello. Anything else, Ren?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, moving on, the Iron Golem. And the screeches and the clanking and the clunking sounds are all punctuated by these kind of as it kind of slows down and almost shuts down and then comes back to life again. It's severely damaged, but it's not going out without a fight, and it's going to make all its attacks against. I'm going to do a poison breath recharge actually first. Here's a d6. It gets it back in the 6.
Ooh, that was close.
It's gonna make 2 attacks against Scales. First attack.
If does it get disadvantage in those because it's prone?
Good.
Yeah, I didn't say it stood up.
Well, it can't either because I'm grappling it.
Oh yes, of course. Well, its speed is 0 doesn't mean it can't stand up.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
half
You
your
need half your
speed.
move, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 15 to hit.
That my armor class is 15.
It's
Minus D4.
Yeah.
Oh, minus D4 behind.
Oh, good call.
I'm gonna add a d4 for my bless.
Does it equal
Oh,
out?
for fuck's sake!
So that's a miss.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll again for a second attack with the sword. Fuck me! I was really hoping I was gonna do it. That is a 17 to hit.
Minus
D4.
Because
that's a 14. I'm gonna dump my last.
I'm actually going to do this. Because I had recklessly
shit,
attact, you would
Oh,
have been at
that's true.
advantage.
Thank you,
So
yeah.
the disadvantage just takes you back to normal. So that was actually a 26 to hit.
Thank you very much.
damn
So
it.
that's fair. I hope the damage is
So that
exceptional.
hits.
That's 18 points of slashing damage, rounded down to 9.
Yeah.
Okie
And
dokie.
that is its 2 attacks. Thank you for being honest. It was a rather disappointing round for the golem. Is it
It's
an
okay,
action
his
to
father
try and
never
break the
would.
grapple rules, folks?
Yeah, it would be a full action.
It's not worth it. Okay, moving on. Jaden.
Yeah, kind of. So.
Is it an
Jaden,
action to maintain the grapple? Surely to God it is.
Generally not.
No.
No? Okay, alright.
No, Jaden's at the kind of bottom of this pylon, having
Yeah.
been the person who it's tripped over essentially, and now everybody's piled on. That's fine, but he's just kind of stabbing upwards with a short
Yeah.
sword
Okay.
from the bottom of the pile. So
Back in the pile.
attack and an extra attack. So 23 to hit for 8 piercing,
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
and extra attack. 14.
There's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, just
Okay, yeah.
you
Just
know,
try not to get crushed. Derek, you're up.
Alright. Derek is gonna try again with his hammer.
Roll to hit. With advantage. No, even with that, it's just hard to get through this chaotic jumble and collection of limbs and weapons and things and magical effects flying everywhere. Unfortunately, you miss. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all you can do.
Mr. High and Mighty himself.
So tempted to cast a guiding bolt at Ren.
Here, that wasn't in character. That was me. Come on, man.
No, Valder is seriously considering it just for the. He's a prick, but he's not going to do that.
that was Ren, but yeah.
He's going to do an old. He's actually going to do nothing. He's happy enough watching.
I mean, Sacred Flame would be a good choice now.
Nah, he's happy enough to watch and get the measure of you. Also, it suits him to have you sort of tenderized a little bit. Wraith is going to after a kind of a slight whistle. Wraith's going to action disengage.
Oh,
Move over here. That's it for Wraith. Lamud, you're up.
Arseholes.
you're so lucky I don't have banishment left. I would have banished Wraith for that.
Is what
We'll try it
Lamud would be
anyway.
thinking right now. Why is it not rolling? Yeah, Balaam was just going for another claw strike.
27 for
27,
14 slash.
14.
Nice, yeah.
Just
You
trying
there-
to maul this thing right now.
There's metal plates and gears and rivets and screws and all sorts of leather belts just lying around the floor now.
And then a bite.
Oh my god, a 29.
I'll take the
or 20.
29.
Yeah, for another 12 piercing. crunches through. The helmet now, it just comes completely off. These 2 red gems, shattered and broken, just tinkle to the floor as this thing is now headless, looking around the place.
I mean, if you've ever seen a bear go after a beehive,
Yeah.
I mean, Lamud is basically half face buried inside this golem at this point.
Thank
thanks for the
you.
follow.
Thank you for the follow there, Orosio. Oroshi? Hard to tell. Anyway, thank you for the follow. So, is that it for Lamud?
That is the turn, yes.
Mazzella, what have you got? Come on, man. Come on.
It's gonna miss, you know it is.
Are you going to roll to hit?
Yeah.
That's
There
a
you go.
9. Fuck me, man.
It's prone, you get advantage, don't you?
You do, yeah.
It's still gonna be a 9 again.
Does your
Watch
hammer
this.
do magical damage though?
No.
Yeah.
No, there you go, 11.
Okay, miss. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away.
It's gonna use its reaction to hit you
Yeah, that's fair enough.
with its sword
It
at
is
disadvantage. What's that?
Sorry, nothing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I'd say minus a D4, but there's no points.
I wouldn't mind that at disadvantage
21
he can
slashing.
hit me. At advantage, I can't hit him at all.
Yeah. At disadvantage, it's 21 slashing as you're walking away. Shing! Cuts this massive gash in your back. So your armor now feels it might be damaged as well. But
you can take
minus 10.
you can take 10 off that again.
That is
though.
a fucking kick-ass reaction.
Save
just do that, you know that-
It's a good one.
You know that kind of sad, like head down, walk away. You know,
Yeah.
like the end of Incredible Hulk. You know the end of the Incredible Hulk episodes.
Yeah,
Just walking away
Piano
sadly.
music. We need a bard.
Yeah.
That's it for you? Is it?
I'll sentinel on the back of that.
Sentinel in the back of that. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, I'm more used if I walk away.
25 for what?
26 for 8 piercing.
8 piercing. Oh yeah, that goes straight through the back side of the thing and up. If it had an arse, it would be straight up there. And you twist the blade, and again you hear crunching of gears and pulleys, and it's like steam just begins to shoot out of it. It's still going. Erixium.
Erixium, seeing his brother walk away, doesn't want to get in too close and leave everyone clustered while Valor watches. So he'll attempt a chill touch.
Okay.
Is that?
That's a
That's
2.
just a 9. That's
2 and 4 and 3. So that's a miss, unfortunately.
yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, he'll expel the fire breath again if I can get a DC 13.
Okay. Iron Golem. So DC it's at disadvantage because it's grapple, is that right? And it's prone.
Yeah.
Deck save is at disadvantage, yeah.
That's an 8. It's gonna take 14 fire breath.
Anyways.
14, is that right?
14, yeah.
How does this thing meet its end?
Oh, fire does work! Fuck's sake, I've been not hitting it for that exact reason.
I'd
I didn't think it
say
would work after that thing.
as all these chunks of steel have like started to be knocked off, belts have come flying, its eye sockets, the fire breath just hits it and just melts it into like a liquid
Nice.
puddle around this ornate sword in its
It
chest.
actually has advantage on saves against magic, or magical effects. So I think it would actually meet that save, but there's
Yeah.
nothing really to be
Bane.
gained.
You need to take a D4 from it anyways.
Someone else is going to kill it anyway, so let's just let that happen. So yeah, boom, as the flame just comes in, whatever fuel source or source of power this thing had, it just seems to be ruptured, and there's a large just explosion of heated air. It's not enough to force anyone to do Dex or Con saves, but it certainly singes the eyebrows and hurts. But yeah, you've successfully destroyed the Iron Golem.
So if there was an explosion, is Belamud now wearing a Iron Golem bonnet?
Pretty much. He's also wearing a large, different spelling, bear patch. And Drew Kane says it's Gava's gone.
Yeah.
So,
completely fell off
yeah.
that first attack.
Moving
but
on,
did
you
nothing
hear
to it.
yet again
Oh.
this sarcastic. You only needed a little bit of our help today. Well, on you go. We'll be back here, watching, waiting.
I'm gonna walk back up to Scales, towards Scales, and I'm gonna do the same as I did before, heal myself up to half, and then Scales as well, as I grab hold of my holy symbol and it starts to glow in that kind of platinum glow that everyone's used to by now.
Nice, okay.
Can I check this, I assume, coffin for traps, Dave?
Which one, sorry?
This one up here.
Oh, yeah, you certainly can, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll for investigation.
Before he actually goes towards or suggests opening it, Ren will turn to the two more holy people there in the party and be like, look, I understand you guys might have some qualms about this. Look, it's understandable. I have a feeling whatever we need to get through that, and he'll point to the door in the background, it's probably in here.
Well, before you dare touch that, how about you do your thing to see what's in it?
That's then Ren will then do an investigation check. I don't have magic left.
Okay, I will say that you noticed that the golem had a large weapon sort of as part of it. That was clearly what you needed to get through the door.
Oh, right. I asked you about that earlier. I thought you'd said it didn't look similar, so that's my bad.
No, it did.
So while Ren went over to the crypt or the coffin to investigate it, Scales over here, he has actually he's put away his sword, he's taken out his morning star, and he's gonna like wail on it a couple of times with his morning star.
Clang, clang, clang. And the sound echoes throughout these crypts. Valder walks up and looks over. Walks back. A hearty little chuckle at your distress.
And Dave, can I retcon that then, the coffin thing? Because if you told me earlier, I just misheard.
Yeah, no worries. You certainly can. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because he wouldn't have done that otherwise. I just didn't hear properly.
Mazzello, this is adorned with the markings of the platinum dragon, and it is. It looks to be quite holy. There's no name on it though, that you can see.
There's no name. Okay, fair enough. Is there any crest, like a crest that I might recognize? Because if it's that ornate, then I could imagine that whatever family crest this person held would be on it. It doesn't have to be. I'm just asking.
Roll a history
anything
check.
Signifier. Any kind of signifier is what I'm looking for.
Can Derek assist with that? Wait.
Are you proficient in history?
Oh no. History. Yes, I am.
Okay, you can assist. So you get advantage in this. DC is going to be 20 though.
I hit 20 already. but
Oh
I'll try again.
shit! Okay, nice.
22.
Yeah, there is a crest that is very, very similar to the crest on the third one up, Sir Gastar.
Wait, so he's got two tombs in here?
The Gastar family may have two tombs.
Oh, so this is another Sir Gastar. Okay.
No, it's the same crest of the Gastar family.
Oh, sorry. Right, gotcha. Okay, I'll just keep that to myself then.
Okay.
Ren will turn to Scales and ask Scales if Scales can help remove the blade from the golem.
It should be pretty easy to
Scales
do.
is going to look over with his morning star still held, going, what?
Just pick up the sword and we'll put it in the lock. That looks like a sword.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry says she needs to get herself a crest. Sorry, go
on. Is it something that Scales can just
I mean, it's like now that it's pretty well destroyed. This is the only thing that's sort of thank you very much, Natural Havoc, for a raid of 13 people. It's great to have you along. Let you guys know what's going on. We have a bunch of so our player characters, our heroes, are down in the basement, the dungeons of this large tomb, this ancient temple, and they've been pressed into retrieving something from far beneath, some item of power by our two characters here down the bottom of Wraith and Valdar, and yeah, at the expense of their friend's life if they fail. So We're interested to see what happens.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Mm.
So yeah, it is pretty easy to retrieve this long, it pretty much a great sword. And
Can like, okay, so he's gonna do what Ren said to do with it, but when he lifts up this sword and he's gonna give it a couple of experimental swings. Does it feel like a nice feel in the hand, like a good sword to wield?
it feels like it feels like a great sword to wield. It is it's very very well balanced. You can feel Ren. You can immediately sort of detect it. It has some magical runes up and down the blade. It's definitely some sort of magical blade, and it's very light in your hands. Scales.
Can I keep it?
Can
Ren?
I have a look at it first? I mean, do you guys think we could take 10 minutes to see what this does before we stick it in that lock? Because I have a feeling it'll unlock it, but I want to make sure there's no.
Thanks,
adverse
Natural
effects.
Havoc.
Lamud is just gonna grunt at that.
Is that a yes grunt or a no?
Scorch marked.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I'll insight check that.
I'll tell you what you get.
Ren's been around Bear Lamud a few times at this stage.
Insight. Let's get it. Let's see what you got. 22.
That's a no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay. Lamud, Scales, stick it in the door.
Okay. And Scales is actually like, he likes this sword. He kind of wants to keep it, and he's just feeling like, if I stick this in this door, this thing is probably going to melt or
Yeah, but if you don't, we won't
weird.
get past the door. So,
Dave, as they're all leaving, can I check this sarcophagus, this tomb here? Is there any secret panels on the side of it?
Roll an
Like
investigation check.
Like there would be sometimes. Investigation, not my greatest, but nope. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Nope.
No, yeah, you kind of fumble around with this thing, and it's very old and it's very very complex. You do find one or two bits that move, but it's hard to tell as to whether they're just old or they've taken a hit. Maybe the Iron Golem wandered around here just to sort of kinetically recharge its parts, and it might have walked or kind of grazed against some bits. Hard to tell, but there is nothing really that you find there.
That's fair.
Okay. Moving on. Scales, you're going to put that straight into the recess of the door.
He's going to go to he's going to set it against the recess and be like, just before he pushes it in, he's going to give like a really sad sigh, because he's like, I really hope I get this sword back, and then he's going to push it in.
kill that door.
Okay, so as you lift up this long, ornate, great sword, you just hold it high above your head, grabbing the crossguard, you press it in. It's almost as if the door magnetically receives it. It leaves your hands, clang. You hear this kind of buzzing, and this magical energy begin to build. Ren, your hair stands on end as electrical energy builds around this door and in the corridor. Until you hear, stay there. Until you yo, maybe that until you hear this.
I told you should let me identify it.
As several locks seem to unlock and just release mechanisms. You can hear, not to your trained ear, Scales, but there seem to be many mechanisms and bolts and catches somewhere in the inside of these doors. Then the energy begins to fade. The sword falls towards you. A quick dex check. Dex save.
Dex save.
You
Can I catch it?
sword.
Great sword falls towards you. That's a 5. And as you look around to sort of gauge what the rest of the party is doing, you have dangerous sense, so I'll give you get to 20 on that. As you look around to gauge what the rest of the party is doing, the sword falls out of the recess you put it into, and the handle almost bonks you on the head, but you manage to dance away quickly and catch it. This door is now unlocked. Not open, but unlocked.
I've already checked it for traps, and I'd be fairly confident it's not traps. So Ren will go, Scales, and Do your thing.
Scales is going to take the greatsword that he's just got, and he's gonna like look at it like lovingly for just a second, and he's gonna like, oh yeah, and he's gonna like tuck it into an extra like little bit of his belt.
Yeah, no
So
worries.
it's there, and then he's going to be like, oh okay, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and whack into this door.
Drew Kane says miking the mechanisms with their hit song, The Living Gears. Nice. Okay, so you move through this door. And let me just get my dynamic lighting layer. You see a long stairwell down.
It's always down.
Down. It's always down, my friends.
Actually, Ren will bring up something then if he gets the 5 scales, he's going to start swinging around the greatsword for a bit. He's like, I think Jaden could probably do with the long sword for a bit, maybe, if you're going to be using that. Give him a bit extra reach that he's used to. What do you think? Look towards Jaden.
I don't need any extra help.
I mean, just give you a bit more reach than that short thing.
As well as the sword, because my new sword is awesome. But do you think you could magic my Morning Star?
I don't have that kind of magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty advanced stuff.
Do you think maybe somebody in Artec could magic my Morning Star?
Maybe.
I miss my Morning Star.
I've not been there.
That's right there.
So I don't know.
I miss using my Morning Star.
Yeah.
Dave, is this sword the Golem was using? Is that any good?
It is basically like the chassis of a car, if you can imagine. It's that big. It's like it's like Final Fantasy blade. It's like unusable by anyone, but maybe.
Oh, is that not what Scales was using?
You're making
no,
me just
I took the one from his breastplate.
This thing was built into it.
Oh right. That's where I missed
the great sword that I got, is that a great sword +1 or something because it's magical?
Oh, you'll have to sit down and cast
figure it out.
I offered, okay. Bearmud said no, and I don't argue with Bearmud.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait until we have some downtime.
Or swing it.
It's not Bearmud, it's Le Bear.
Anyways,
that's like a Bond villain.
Another thing.
There we go.
Start checking for traps on the way down these stairs.
Okay, roll investigation. I'm gonna get rid of that.
This is like as we're going down.
Okay, no worries.
Because Ren is paranoid of this place. That's 25.
Okay. There seem to be 1 or 2 pressure plates in the stairs that are easily negotiated. Nothing to write home about or to worry about.
Point them out and be like, don't stop there.
Unless anyone has any more business on this level, I'm going to move your tokens together, copy and paste them over to the next map.
Nope.
Thank you very much. Scoot your tokens over there for me, please.
Yeah.
I will copy it into a little. Yeah, thanks. There we go. Lovely stuff. That'll do. Copy. Stop moving them. Thank you. Copy.
Drew Kane says this stream is ranking very high on the Gibson scale. I don't know what the Gibson scale is.
Oh yeah. It's something we discussed. Okay, I'm gonna move us down to temple level -2.
On your love of traps, I assume it's traps per square inch.
Paste. Oh god.
More bounce per ounce.
Here, this is tight. Yeah. This is tight.
Yeah, we monitors have DPIs. Dave's dungeons have TPIs.
TPKs.
No, traps per inch.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move you guys over. And I think this would be a good place to take our break. As you walk down the stairs, you come across a very tight passage, and it's a sandy floor, ends in a single wooden door.
Single wooden door.
Single wooden door. That's where we're going to take it. NPL wants to know what's the Gibson scale. Well, my name is Dave Gibson, and Drew Kane has created a Gibson scale. Even I'm not sure exactly what's on it, but no better man. Anyway,
I'm telling you, it's traps per grid square.
Could be. It could be. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. We're going to take a quick break for 5 minutes, and we'll be straight back.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to episode 32 of the Sopherone Saga, as our heroes delve deeper beneath the ancient temple in the mountains at the behest of Agent of the Crown Valder to retrieve whatever item of power lies in the basement or the depths of this ancient place. So, Bear Lamud, as your heavy, furry claws just crunch down into the sand, this sink, maybe a foot in. So you can see ahead of you this thick wooden door.
I'd just like to do a perception check specifically because it's get advantage on it. Just smell around and see what I can
Smell
pick
is... You can smell vines, dead vines from somewhere further down the, dead vegetation and stuff like that. You can smell the sand beneath your feet, but mostly nothing organic. Nothing organic there. Roll a perception check just for the hell of it with advantage, and let's see if you get a crazy roll. We might give you something. 20. No, that's pretty much all you get there.
So wooden door in front of me.
Yes, there is.
Would I be able to
Sorry, I don't have
shuffle past to try do my drop checking, because Ren, as I said, is very paranoid? Or no, is it too tight?
What do you want to do?
Just try shuffle past and check for traps on the door.
You sure can, yeah, as long as the bear isn't feeling hungry.
Yeah, I mean, Ren will try shuffle past the bear, give him a pat on the head as he goes past, and then be like,
"Oh, pat on the head."
Just a friendly one.
Okay.
This is buddy.
Okay, roll investigation there, my man.
Yeah.
The thing about that is, would you pat him on the head if he was in his normal state?
No, I meant more so on the okay, maybe not the head, on the shoulder. given that, yeah, that's a good point.
Ryan, I think you win in chat, Belu.
Yeah. Baloo the bear.
Exactly.
Nice. Investigation. There seems to be some sort of rudimentary spike trap on the handle.
And this is a wooden door.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, so if that's the case, I am going to. What's the handle? Is it a metal handle?
It's a metal handle. Yeah, it's just a normal kind of metal knob, if you will.
Okay, I am going to control flames. I'm just going to start burning the door.
Okay, yeah, it begins to smoke and blacken. Have you got any accelerant you want to throw onto it, or?
I probably have Ryan has like a thing of alcohol. He's going to
throw that on there.
Set this locked?
It's trapped.
It's trapped. Yeah, the metal handle. If you were to turn the handle, you would receive a nice little poison spike straight through your hand. It takes a while. It's going to take a while for this.
It's
door
more so he's using the flames to weaken it, so then he can get one of the stronger members to just smash it down.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that maybe takes about 15-20 minutes of burning.
But is it locked?
It's trapped. I have no way to pick the lock.
It's not locked. You just need to turn the handle.
Okay. Well, then I use thaumaturgy and bust the door open.
Yeah,
I can blow open.
Yeah. That's totally fine. And what does your thaumaturgy have a look to it? Is there any kind of clerical vibe to it or anything, or is it just bang?
For flavor, I will say it's like so it's actually kind of similar to what the guys have already seen from Mazelu. It's a wing of the Platinum Dragon as it just kind of just smashes the door in.
Nice. Okay. Crash. The door slams open and hits the wall with a loud crack, alerting any creatures that may be alive to your presence. And let me just go to my dynamic lighting layer and remove this.
Ren takes a slight sip of whatever the bottle he has and then he puts it back in his pack.
Okay, it burns the way down. Drew Kane says 15 to 20 minutes of burning. There's a cream for that.
I don't know what type of alcohol you have, but it is.
A fairly large 30-foot long and wide chamber is decorated with multiple ostentatious mirrors of different materials and sizes. The mirrors are hung in no particular order and are each covered by a heavy linen sheet which hides each reflection. The far end of the chamber is a locked exit with a heavy oaken beam placed over top the door. And you can see an engraving at the very end. For anyone who decides to walk in anytime soon.
I'm at the door. I peek around the corner.
Yeah, you can see. You see what I just described to you.
You've really freaked him out with the traps in the last few times he's been in dungeon, so I'm just going to do it again because he's being extra careful since we don't have a rogue. So anything on the floor look like it's going to kill me.
17, nothing ahead of you, no.
Okay.
You're a wizard. Anything in that room can kill you.
Exactly.
Wizard Ren.
I will take a single step in.
Okay, now I need everyone to stay still. No, you're grand. You can walk in, Ren. Nothing happens in that square. But you do notice, with your passive perception being whatever it is,
11.
Sound seems deadened in here for some reason. It's footsteps seem muted, and just it's a weird effect.
I mean, Ren's a fairly smart guy. He would know how things work. Would he assume it's due to the the fabric that's covering the mirrors, like kind of dampening the sound?
No, there's a bit more to
magical?
it than that. Not necessarily. Hard to tell if it's magical. It's just a curious feature of the room thus far.
And you said the door down the end is like blocked. Then is it? Locked?
It's blocked by a heavy wooden beam. Don't move anywhere yet. You can see that there is a carving on it if you want. Sorry, there's an inscription on it if you wish to go down and have a look.
Yeah, I'll go look at the carving before we do anything.
Okay, it says, "To those who traverse without a key, chance collapsing through to calamity. Kept horrors deep within the black, hunger they do and wait to attack. Witness and remedy what need correct. To find the key you must reflect." I'll throw that into your chat.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Right.
To those who traverse without a key, chance collapsing through to calamity. Kept horrors deep within the black, hunger they do and wait to attack. Witness and remedy what need correct. To find the key you must reflect.
Is there any light coming into this room from any other sources?
Light? No, just Scales' torch there.
There's not a light down strap. Nice.
So, unless somebody stops Scales is pulling the sheet off this mirror. You're way down the corridor, right?
I need you to roll me a 1d8 Scales.
A 1d8, okay. Because it's like there's a sheet over a mirror type thing. 7.
Where is this one? Okay, you see as the sheet falls off this mirror with a kind of nice wisping sound of expensive fabric over metal. And if you've ever pulled a heavy well-made sheet, it just needs the slightest tug, you're thinking, before the weight of it just seems to do most of the work for you. And you can see a transparent glass framed mirror. Are you looking into the mirror?
Yep.
Okay. As you look in, you can see your own reflection appear to looking at you and whispering something, making vivid eye contact. And then as you look into your own eyes, you get this blast of information and energy and memories and infinity. And I need you to make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. There goes. Okay, Scales, you can do this. You can totally do this. Wisdom.
Nice.
Holy shit. Let me just see. Oh, wow, okay.
Belief in one's character. Woo!
Fucking hell. Yeah, okay, you're going to take 3d8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you... 8 and 2 says 11 points of psychic damage as this thing racks your brain. And but you do feel something was about to break in there. You were one step closer to the edge, and you were about to break. So, yeah, something really bad was going to happen had you failed that save. That was not pleasant.
Yeah, Scales is going to rapidly back up away from that mirror into the middle of the room.
Okay, give me 1 second. That's going to
look a bit spooked.
Down. I'm going to go TP.
Hey.
Okay.
The mirror.
Something bad happened
my
when you
head.
looked in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look in the mirrors, maybe.
Ren looks like somewhat unsurprised. It's just kind of like, fuck's sake. Okay, guys. Maybe we
But
should
that's what
start
mirrors
calling
are
off.
for. You're supposed to look in mirrors, but maybe don't look
not
in
in
the
a dungeon.
mirror.
Dave, can I make an intelligence check to see if I can glean anything from this riddle? There.
No, you can try and
Yeah.
I rarely say no, but I'm not going to let you roll your way out of this one.
So, Dave, looking at the mirror from the angle where Lamud is, I mean, I can't see my own reflection. Is there any markings on the side of the mirror or on the face of it?
Roll me a perception check.
This is going to be a straight roll, unfortunately. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my inspiration. See if I can find
NPL is an illustration. Also, did Linkin Park just join the game? I'm glad someone got it. Okay, unfortunately, an 8. Yeah,
No.
you can't really make anything out there. It's just hard to tell.
Yeah, 100%.
Who else was looking for my attention there? That's someone. Okay.
These two, are they like directly facing each other, or are they slightly off at a different angle?
All of these mirrors would be directly across from each other.
Without looking in either of them, Ren's going to remove...
They're all covered with heavy black sheet.
Yeah. No, without looking in them afterwards, Ren's going to pull the sheets off this one and then this one and let them reflect on each other.
Sorry, this one, just give me a ping.
First top two, yeah.
This one and this one.
Let them reflect into each other.
Okay, roll me a d8. And re-roll, you got a 7. Re-roll a 7. That's a 1, okay. So number 1.
Roll a second 1d8?
No, wait for 1 second now. Sorry, let me get my free hand. It's gonna roll. I'm just gonna leave that same 1. Cool. Roll again.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the d8. Sorry.
Roll 1d.
Yeah,
Reroll the 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
6. So, does anything happen when they
Give me 1
each other?
second now. I'm trying to work out.
Sorry.
Okay, so what, you got 1 and 6 there.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, as you pull this off, you can see this mirror is a silver leaf framed mirror.
Mhm.
And the other one, number 6. So 1, 2. My apologies, it's not. Number 1 is a copper oxidized mirror.
Copper, okay.
Copper oxidized, and then you got a number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other one is a pine wood framed mirror. So 1 and 6.
And that doesn't ring any bells with the thing. No, it doesn't.
Drew Kent, does anyone make a mirror puns? Needs to have a good hard look at themselves.
Keep this in the black.
So the first one was a transparent frame.
Yep.
Was me.
If there's any of these mirrors with a black frame, definitely don't look into it. It's the vibe I'm getting from what this says. Horrors
Right.
kept within the black. Horrors deep within the black.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave. So Ren revealed 1 and 6. Which
Yeah.
was which? Which
So
was the
1
copper and
1 is here. Sorry, let me just, I've drawn dots instead of clicking this. So 1 is here and 6 is here. So number 1 is the oxidized copper mirror, and number 6 is the pine wood framed mirror.
yeah.
What was number 7?
Oh, should I? Yeah.
Transparent frame.
I wrote off
Wasn't it?
the map. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for doing that. Because I can see stuff you can't see. So that obviously I didn't write it. But you can write it in the glass if you wish, whatever works. So
I
you got
will.
1, 6, and 7.
I'll keep going with what I'm doing, keep being careful not to look in the mirrors. So I'm gonna
Okay.
the next one.
This one here. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a 1d8 and re-roll a 1, 6, or 7.
4.
4. Okay. Someone scribble a 4 there for me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a cast iron framed mirror.
The cast iron look like it's black. Yeah, a blackish tint to it. Like the frame.
No, there is not.
Okay.
Hold on now.
I think cast iron is very dark. That's what I'm just asking.
Yeah, it would be quite dark. Yeah.
Ren will throw the thing back over that one for now.
Okay, so that's covered again. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
The door at the end that's barred and had the inscription. Did I miss? Was there a lock on that, or is it just barred?
It's just
barred.
heavily barred, but it seems to be in such a way as the bar is like it's. You know when you have your kind of L-shaped thing that holds the bar in, this is completely encased, with metal, and it looks to be quite magical. So it's hard to
Plus,
tell.
it says to those who traverse without a key, chance collapsing into calamity or through to calamity. So that sounds bad.
Yeah, witness the remedy. The remedy could be don't fuck around with the mirrors, lift the fucking thing off the door.
Yeah, true. And then I'm gonna go with this one again. This one again.
Roll me a d8.
Yep, still not looking. Not a 4.
4. You can re-roll a 4. It's an 8.
Yeah, okay, 8.
Ooh. Okay. This is looks like a very, very, very evil and nefarious looking black infernal ironwork framed mirror.
Okay, that one's definitely getting covered back up
Okay.
for now. And I'm gonna
that one up.
back and then do this
Hold
one.
on now. So yeah, okay, just roll a 1d3. Oh no, yeah, just keep rolling the d8.
And that
1, you can re-roll that.
6 we've had.
Yeah, we've had that.
7 we've had.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna say, what have we got left? We've got we got 2, 3, and 5. Is that correct?
Yeah.
2, 3, and
I'm
5.
just
Yeah.
gonna say that's 2, that's 3, that's 5. So
Yep, so-
I want to scribble that in. Then you guys can tell me.
I'll unveil 5 first.
I'm gonna unveil number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is a bronze framed mirror, very pretty looking.
Okay, and then I'll do 3.
By the time
Is a
you've
silver
gotten
leaf
to
framed mirror.
3 and
Silver, is
5,
it?
Scales is just actually standing there with his eyes scrunched closed.
Okay, silver leaf framed mirror.
Silver leaf, and then what was 2?
2 is a jagged stone framed mirror.
What color is the stone?
Gray.
So that's all of them, is it? Yeah, there's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, would you like to look into any of them?
I'm trying to kind of go back. Witness and remedy. What need to correct? What need correct? Find it. You must reflect. Which so 8 is evil looking. 4 is cast iron, also a black-ish color, so possibly bad. Transparent, that's the one that Scales looked in, right?
Yep, that's the one I looked
Transparent
at.
glass framed mirror. That's the one that you looked into.
Okay, and that's copper and that's pine wood. I'm going to look at bronze one.
Which is number what?
5.
5.
The bronze framed. You're gonna look straight into the bronze framed mirror.
Initially, I like looking at an angle, and then eventually, if nothing happens, I'll look straight in.
Okay. As you look at an angle, you see nothing, and when you look straight in, you see the reflection of a small child wearing a heavy key around their neck. It appears distraught and untrusting as it sees you and kind of hunkers back and it comes a little bit closer. You can see it's got long black hair, stringy, wet from sweat and years of being unwashed. It's wearing a ragged white gown, and it seems to be weighed down by the weight of this key.
Ryan will just say hello.
And kind of it hunkers back a little bit, its eyes wide and darting around, and it looks you dead in the eyes, and you get the impression that it's very frightened.
Okay. There's a kid in here. Ryan's telepathically communicating this to the others one by one, so the kid can't hear him. Hopefully, there's a kid in this mirror. It has a key around its neck. I have a feeling this is the key it's talking about. Any of you guys have any ideas? You can respond to this.
Hearing it's a kid, I'm gonna walk over.
Ryan will step out as well.
Do I see the kid?
You do, yeah. It's still it sees you and sort of moves back to that frightened state.
I'll get down on one knee and I'll pull out my symbol, like just untuck my symbol from around my neck, so she can see this child. I don't know, it's a she, so this child can see the platinum dragon.
Yeah.
Any kind of warmth from them about that?
I'd say you could,
based on where we are, kind of thing.
Just make a persuasion check, DC 13.
Check DC 13. Can I guide myself?
Mm-hmm. You certainly can.
Fuck me. I need that guidance. What is it? 1d4 in that, yeah.
I'll get you to 11 if you get a 4. That gets you to 8.
Oh.
And if you use your bless, you would get up to 12 max, so that's a fail.
I don't trust it. Okay. I'm going to move up. I'm not standing that close to it, but I am going to touch the mirror.
You're going to touch the mirror.
I wanted to do that, but I wasn't brave enough.
As your hand reaches out, you can feel the mirror is ice cold to the touch. The child shrieks back and moves further down. It's, maybe 20, 30 feet away from you. You can see she gets smaller and smaller as she runs away from your touch to the mirror. She is in fact far away and not just small. So, she kind of hunkers there for a while, a scared look in her eye.
But nothing happened untoward to me or anything.
Nothing. No, nothing. No, not yet.
Okay.
Maybe just ask her for the key.
I'm going to breathe like the onto the mirror and write hello, but backwards.
Okay, as you do that, your breath onto the mirror and you write hello in common, I assume?
Yes.
Yes, okay. She comes up a little bit closer and she squints her eyes, parts her hair a little bit and looks at you, waves, moves back a little bit.
I do it again and I say, "Are you safe?"
She shakes her head.
I do it again. "How can I help?"
Give me a con save to see if you pass out from hyperventilation. How can I help? I'm only joking. That's
the fucking first good roll I've had, so I'm taking it.
As you do this, she looks around and she seems not to know. She doesn't seem to know how you can help her. She just seems to gesture at the mirror. Just get me out.
Is there any runes or language or anything around this mirror?
5. No, nothing. It's just a bronze framed mirror.
Ask her if she can see the other mirrors on her side.
Okay, that's a good suggestion. I'll breathe on the mirror again and write that. Probably take me a couple of
Um,
times to get it all in, but yeah.
She looks past you and she nods, yeah. She can't
Yeah.
see, like, you can tell it's like very far away for her. She can't see the details. But I mean, it is kind of head on. Mr.
Then
Auberg says they don't trust a plant, but they trust a child in the mirror trying to get out.
I'm gonna do it. I'll breathe on again. I'm gonna write color ?
Color.
Yeah,
She's
as in which
confused.
color of mirror? Or
No,
I'll
she can
write
see.
it
She
again,
can
then
see the
I'll say
silver
which-
leaf.
You can see the one directly opposite you.
Silver leaf.
Oh, so
yeah.
she can see a silver one, but
Yeah, she can
nothing
see the
else.
silver leaf.
Would that silver be closer to platinum in color by any chance?
No, it's a silver leaf mirror.
I did wonder because there was the stone mirror, whether that might be to do with the dwarf and stuff. I did wonder that myself.
And bronze.
And so I'm gonna, I'll point at the mirror behind me then and see what her reaction is to it. Like, is she like yes or no kind of thing?
Shit, doesn't seem to register there.
Ren will pull out a piece of paper and a quill, and seeing what Mizelu's doing, start to do it himself, just kind of backwards writing. And
Okay,
he
so
will.
let me just confirm for one thing. So that's number 5. Number 5 is the bronze framed mirror. And across from you is not the silver one. Sorry, my bad.
No.
Across from it is the silver leaf mirror.
Yeah, you
Number
said
3
was silver
Yeah.
leaf.
Yeah, it's actually the cast iron framed mirror. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, that one will be
Okay.
covered up then. Ren would have recovered that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Any of the like the darker looking ones, Ren would have recovered because of the
Okay, cool.
what the writing. Ren will.
Drew
Ren
Kane
will-
says if you let this child out, it'll cost you thousands and eventually put you in a home.
Yeah, probably. Ren will write out backwards if
Mm-hmm.
you know he's a wizard. He's young experience writing shit. in
Yeah,
weird
no problem
ways.
at all. No problem at all.
He'll write out the riddle or the puzzle,
Mhm.
and then he'll write, "Does this mean anything to you?" and hold it up to the mirror.
She comes a bit closer, tries to read it. And Solo says, and you'll always have at the very least one point of exhaustion. And her eyes scan it a little bit, and it doesn't make any sense to her.
Okay, and then
She seems to get a little bit of a huff and walk away and just sit down cross-legged.
then he
Well, I'm
will.
not scared of the darkness, so I'm going to go up to the wrought iron one and pull the sheet off and look at it.
Okay. I have a feeling that's not the evil.
Cast iron one.
Cast iron
Oh,
one.
cast
Yeah.
iron, sorry. I ain't afraid of no
Okay,
ghosts.
when a creature looks into this mirror, they see their reflection in front of a cloud of deep black smoke. A moment later, you notice a creature emerging from behind your reflection.
Do we see anything on the other side?
And you can see behind your reflection, it seems to be sort of wrapping its arms around the reflection of your neck.
Do I feel on myself any pressure?
Not yet.
Okay. And again, I would just grab my symbol and show it to the creature. And it almost in a gesture of whatever kind of thing. Not whatever, but like more like go for it if you can.
Okay, so if you want to turn undead, how does that work then? It's a CR. I have to make they have to make a wisdom save, don't they?
I'm not doing 10 undead.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were.
I'm literally just showing it my symbol and like
it becomes
I'm
enraged.
protected. Come for me if you want to.
It becomes enraged and it is going to see its spectral claws seem to dig deeper and deeper into this into the neck of this reflection of yours, and you can see your reflection begin to choke a little bit.
Does the child in the mirror react while this is happening?
No, she's not really looking. Plus
Okay.
the size of Mazzelli. Mazzelli's pretty big, broad-shouldered.
If we see this happening, Ren will back over the mirror.
You're covering the mirror. Okay, no worries.
No, his one, not the one to chop.
Yeah. So you're gonna you're gonna cover this mirror here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
no
don't
worries.
think you should stare into that for too long. That can only be a bad thing.
Okay.
Do I recognize that creature at all?
You would, yeah. It would have been a white.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to. Which one was the silver? Which one's actually the silver leaf one now? This one, isn't it?
This one here, yeah.
4.
Which one is the stone one?
Stone is
1, 2, 3. It's the
Next to
sorry.
you.
It's
2.
Yeah, it's the one next to you.
Saga stone. Yeah, it's number 2.
Ren's going to uncover the silver leaf one and look into it.
Okay, Ren. What are your parents' names, Ren?
Give me 1 sec here. I want to check my character sheet. I don't remember them off the top of my head. I
Okay.
probably should know them. Oh, God. This could be a very traumatic memory for Ren. Prepare for a panic attack. His father's name is Halder. His mother's name is Lilith.
And who would he have gotten on with the best? Which was his favorite?
I mean, they're both. He's close to quite both, but
Okay, well,
he
you see your
spent
father.
he spent the most time with his mother, probably.
Okay, well, you see your mother then in the reflection. What's her name? Lilith?
Lilith, yeah.
Yeah, as you look through. Sola says he was grounded a lot as a child, never got to know them.
He's not Butters from Family Guy, or not Family Guy, South Park. Leave him
So
alone.
as you look into this mirror, you see your mother dressed in a linen dress, white linen dress, wearing a straw hat. Looks like what she might have worn during a hot, breezy summer's day. She looks at you, and you look at her, and you see her hands go to her chest. She's like, she looks at you, beaming with pride, and happiness at where you've come in life and the things you've experienced, and she seems incredibly proud. And she she pulls out something from her pocket. She holds it out to you to take.
Can I insight check the mirror, please?
At disadvantage, you can, yeah.
Yep, I'll take the disadvantage. It makes sense. He'd be caught off guard.
15. I mean, this feels like a good thing.
Yeah, he'll look around and then he'll very carefully hold out his hand.
Okay. She
Put it close to the mirror.
beckons you to put your hand through the mirror.
I'm gonna grab his arm just in case.
The arm that he would put through the mirror.
The arm that he's reaching out on, I'm kind of bracing his shoulder.
Okay, I won't get pulled in. Yeah. Right, Ryan will do that, but as he does so, he's going to reach out with telepathy and try to connect with whatever's in the mirror. He doesn't trust us, he's trying to get a memory. Get rid. Nothing.
get nothing.
Okay. Yep, then a hand into the mirror. He feels like there might not be
Into the
something on
mirror,
it.
and
Pink. I hope.
you see what drops is a small silver locket. That you remember your mother wore quite a lot. It feels cold to the touch, but it hums.
Does it start to warm up at all, or not?
Hums with an energy.
Ryan is there like a button or a latch to open it?
There is, yeah.
You look at the others and be like, we have 2 options here. I can take 10 minutes and I can try to figure out what this is, or I could just open it.
Not now.
Scales, with his eyes still firmly shut, says, "Open what?"
The locket came from the mirror. looked like my mother handed it to me, which is strange considering she's very, very dead. So, yeah.
You looked in the mirror?
I looked in a mirror. We've looked in 3 mirrors now. 4, including
Sure,
yours.
Kane says lock it.
So,
Lock it.
And Scales will just, he'll do that thing where he kind of like is squinting one eye really hard closed and peeking out with the other, and then when he kind of like glances around and he's like, oh, okay, and he opens both eyes.
just don't look in the one that you already looked in.
So does the door change at all?
No.
So Dave, seeing what has happened, because Lamud has basically just taken a seat there in the corner and was just watching this whole thing. There was a mirror that was made out of wood, or that had a wooden frame. Which one was
Number
that?
6.
6 pine wood.
Yeah, number 6, yeah.
So Lamud's going to push past everyone and go up to it, and just with his jaws, just pull the
curtain's actually off.
the covering down. Is it already down?
Yeah,
All right.
the only ones that are covered are the raw iron and the infernal looking one.
All right, yeah. So Lamud's going to stare into it.
Okay, just stare into it. Nothing seems to happen. It just seems to be a normal mirror. You stand there for a while and look, and nothing seems to happen.
Derek wants to check into the stone mirror.
You're going to look into this jagged stone-framed mirror.
Yeah.
Which is number 2. Where are you? Number 2. Okay, cool. Where's that? So you're going to look at the mirror head on. I need you to make a DC 16 wisdom save, please.
24.
24. You begin to see your reflection fade away, and you can see bruising and lacerations and burn marks, broken bones. And what's the closest Derek came to death? What was the most recent fight?
The Nixtra, I think.
The Nixtra.
Yeah.
And you can see those wounds with a very similar pattern begin to manifest on your reflection. But you make the saving throw and you aren't reduced to 1 hit point.
While Ren is,
I mean, you can continue to look in, and we can reroll the save if you wish.
No, he just
Okay.
he's just now afraid. Like, look at his body. He's like, oh, never mind.
So Ren will look at Vizelu and be like, "So, open the locket. You sure?"
I'm here if it goes wrong.
Okay, and Ren taking a deep breath will flip it open.
Flip it open. There's a portrait of your parents and you that you never saw before. It seems like a happy memory.
Then he'll.
You would have been
look in the
about
other side,
maybe 7 or 8, or 6, 7,
Okay.
8.
Ren will just, I suppose, at that stage, just let out a sigh of relief, and then the locket goes like under his thing. And he tucks it under his shirt.
Are you putting it on to tuck it under your
Yeah.
shirt?
Yeah, he is.
All right. You now have an arcane focus.
Nice. Yeah, Ren puts it on, and then he'll be like, "So, that one's nothing, I guess, in that sense. Just
So then,
painful
do we-
memories."
do we have to look in all the mirrors?
I don't think all of them. I think there's one that we definitely need to not look in.
So
Well,
Eight-
the one I looked in was pretty bad.
Actually, there's a few of them we need to not look in. So jagged stone, black
So 8.
cast iron.
So 2 is bad.
Orixium is looking in the infernal mirror.
Orixium, as you look
Number 8.
through this mirror, you see your own reflection clad in gold and finery, gesturing to you enticingly to move forward.
Did
They
I hear that?
Off. What?
Did I would I have heard him pulling off the sheep behind
No,
me?
I think you were.
The
This
sheep
would have been
was-
around the time you were looking after
Okay, that's
Ren. And you see from what looks like a bag of holding, it pulls out this gleaming silver shield with the with the symbol of the platinum dragon on it, and this gleaming sword, which you've seen once before and recognize immediately as a Holy Avenger. And
Holy fuck.
It holds them out. It beckons you. Puts his hand against the mirror.
You ass.
You know what this weapon is. You know this shield is something pretty magnificent as well.
At this stage, have we seen him that he's looking into this one?
No.
Give me a minute, will you? We'll let you fuck around.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to see what we do.
Let's just leave him to it for the moment, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Standing there in all gold, symbol of the dragon. Chance Now he'll recover with the
Okay.
sheep watching its reaction.
Give me an insight check. Turkey says warlock it.
It'll be used more, that's for sure.
Oh, that's
So insight. Oh, 4. It's hard to tell. You think about maybe examining its expression, the split second after you throw the thing back over it. Okay. So, let's reread the thing together, class. Those who traverse without a key, chance collapsing through to calamity. Kept horrors deep within the black. Hunger they do and wait to attack. Witness and remedy what need to correct. To find the key, you must reflect.
There's only one we haven't looked into, so
What needs correcting?
Do we know that there's an order to these? Like,
No, they're not numbered in any way at all, but
what needs correcting?
wait. Transparent.
it's a map, so she hates riddles.
Oh, fuck.
Kid is
Somebody write in the chat there what the
seemingly
materials are again for me. I can't do it just by hearing it if
it's
you write them.
very-
Oxidized
the-
copper mirror, jagged stone frame mirror, silver leaf frame mirror, cast iron frame mirror, bronze framed mirror, pine wood frame mirror, transparent glass frame mirror, and black infernal ironwork frame mirror.
I'm going to walk up to the oxidized copper one. I'm going to put my hand on the frame of the mirror. I'm going to start to use lesser transmutation to try it back to normal copper.
It does not work.
Okay. Damn it. Thought I was on something there. Then I'll look in the mirror, I suppose. That's the last me having to look
You're
into
looking to number 1, are you?
oxidized copper. Yeah.
Oxidized copper. Where is my oxidized copper mirror? Here it is. Any creature looks into this mirror, they see their own reflection start to age rapidly until the reflection falls over and out of view. Any character that sees their reflection age rapidly must succeed in a DC 17 con save or age 1d4 years and gain an equal number levels of exhaustion. So as you look in, you just see this horrified expression of you looking at straight into your own eyes. You see wrinkles begin to appear, and it falls down to one knee. I need you to make me that con save. So you're going to age 1d. I'll roll a 1d4 for you, and they'll both be the same. So it'll be 1d4 years and levels of exhaustion. You take 4 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Have you got the exhaustion tracker on your character sheet?
I don't know if I do or not.
Let me just look this up. This is a bad roll, my friend. Yeah. So you see it's just below your hit dice there. Let's go up to 4.
That's rough.
Disadvantage on ability check, speed half. Disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, hit point maximum halved.
I'm down to 49, so that's 24.
Yeah. Ouch.
Well, I always get the worst out of traps.
I'm not I'm not going to disagree with you.
The metal bands that hold the beam on the door, what do they appear to be made of?
Some sort of a roll investigation.
And how far apart are they?
Maybe 10, maybe 5 or 7 feet.
And how wide are the
Nine.
mirrors?
They're smaller than that. High fizz geek. Yeah, I mean, some sort of precious metal, silver, platinum, maybe. Hard to tell.
Do
Scale.
we? Yeah, sorry. Go on, Dave.
You can see the small child sort of waving at you.
Scales is going to kind of go over and wave back.
Okay, you're gonna move over.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
That's
move over.
number 5.
Five,
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Oh.
You can see the small child is sort of looking through.
I just drew a line. Sorry.
And that's all right. And as you walk towards it, kind of looks a little bit shocked and backs off. It looks around, frightened. You can see it looks frightened and lost.
Scales is just gonna kind of sit down and like cross his legs in that, like, you know, that kind of like every child in school ever sat in that pose.
Yeah.
And be like, hey.
It kind of true case a dead man walking very slowly. As it it sort of creeps up a little bit and moves and sort of sits down, it hunkers and pulls the nightdress over its knees. If you've ever watched Saturday morning cartoons with a t-shirt on and you pull over your knees, it does that kind of thing, and it's sort of looking at you, and it looks, somebody redeemed a bless. Miss Jawbreaker redeemed a bless.
Or TPK.
Or TPK. As it looks at you, it's still, Dog's gone in to help DM Dave, says it's not by a race. She certainly has. Yeah, and it looks at you, and it's still very frightened and afraid.
And Scales is just going to kind of like tilt his head and then tilt his head the other way.
And
then kind of pull a funny face.
kind of moves back a little bit. And she laughs a little bit, but then looks like she hears a noise. She runs back maybe 20, 30, 40 feet away, and you can see she stops and her body language changes, and she runs back towards the mirror. And she's close, maybe 5 feet from you now, and she looks around, frightened and lost.
And like, if I kind of like tilt and try to look into the mirror, as it were, can I see anything other than? You can't
see anything that you can't seem to find the source of her terror or her fear. And you can see the key, the heavy key that's on a rope around her neck, just bouncing, sort of flailing around as she runs.
Okay, so Scales' first instinct here is like she's scared of something, she needs to get out of there, so I should smash the mirror, but I really don't think that's a good idea.
Miss Jawbreaker's forgotten the riddle. I'll read it out again. To those who traverse without a key, chance collapsing through to calamity, kept horrors deep within the black, hunger they do and wait to attack. Witness and remedy, what need correct. To find the key you must reflect.
I think this mirror is movable.
Yep.
And do we know that the Pinewood mirror that Misha looked into did nothing?
No.
Can
I mean, I'm sure you can communicate that. So let's.
a very tired Ren uses telepathy to communicate that to the mud? Because I'm assuming the mud can.
Yeah, sure you can. No problem at all. Yeah.
Ask him what it did.
So.
Drew Kane says, Erixie, we need to get that sweet, sweet loot.
I'm very made to get close to it. So Scales' first thought was like smash the mirror, and then he's like, no, calm down, don't smash the mirror.
Okay.
There's something about reflecting here. There's a mirror that didn't seem to do anything. So he wants to move the mirror that didn't seem to do anything over to be in front of this mirror with the girl, so maybe she can escape whatever she's trying to get away from.
6 over to 5. 6 over 6 and 3.
He wants to move number 6 so that it faces number 5.
So you're going to swap 6 and 3. Okay,
basically
let me just move
hold,
6.
yeah.
And I'm going to move 3 as you move them around the place. Lamud, You are now in front of that mirror. I don't know if you want to continue looking into it. So
that which one was that? That was
three.
That was the
3
strangling.
is the cast iron one, which I don't
Yes.
think anyone has looked in yet, have they?
No, we have. It's the one that was strangling Mazzello.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no,
Exactly.
probably.
Okay,
ones
as you
that
place
can-
this mirror in front, I assume you're going to ask everyone to move out of the way.
I think it'll be pretty evident as Scales is
Yeah.
kind of like.
Okay, and she looks
along.
and she looks at you. Huh?
When Scales obviously starts moving the mirrors, so the intention is clear. Ren told us that he saw the image of his mother and got a locket, yeah?
Yeah.
Erixium will say,
Scales, I believe you have the right idea, but maybe if this girl saw a reflection of her mother, she would feel comforted.
That's
That's an even better
That's a
idea.
good idea. And Ren will kind of start limping towards that mirror and trying to help, and he just slips and falls. He's too tired. There's now a few flecks of grey in his like scruff.
So Scales is now going to try and move mirror 5.
Yeah.
Swap mirror 5 with mirror 6.
The bronze. No, yeah.
No, it needs
No,
to be
wait.
4.
Wait, the girl is in
4 and 6.
bronze.
So there are three, and 3 needs to be across from the bronze one.
Wait, was
No,
it not the
she's
silver
five.
leaf one?
Number 4
Number
was the
4
one
Number
that you
four.
chose to get lock
Okay,
in.
so
Sorry,
you're
no,
gonna
3 and 4
swap
swapped.
So you're going to swap 6 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
6 and 4.
Oh God, 4. Your 4 was 2 separate things. So until I try and fix that. Alt. There we go. And 6 is going there, and 4 is going there. Okay, cool. And you step back, and as she looks through, you can see her eyes light up, and she attempts to reach through the mirror, and she sort of her fingers push through the mirror, and the other one pushes through. Her head pushes through. She's this delighted, excited face until the key around her neck unravels and drops to the ground with a heavy metal clang. And you can see the magic of the mirror begin to solidify again, and she's sucked back in, tears streaming down her face. And she
I was gonna
seems
say,
to be
can
trapped. And
Split
you can see
Scales
from the
grab
other
her
side,
hand?
you can see now another woman and a man gesturing frantically, looking for their child.
God, that's even
Unfortunately,
worse.
You'd be about here, is it in the middle, is it?
You have a key though.
Okay, so while you were describing that, like
Yeah.
as her hand was trying to come out, Scales did want to try and reach out and grab her hand and help her. Would that have helped at all?
No.
No. Okay.
This is
Sca-
my,
that we'll chalk that into Scales's bag of oh god memories.
yeah. This is I mean, they didn't have to end that horribly, but that was my touch. So yeah, you have a key for a lock.
How many hours did that in-game take us to figure
I
out?
think that would have been maybe an hour.
All right.
The odd time you did hear, everything okay down there?
We're fine.
Not taking a
Or you mean,
taking
so
a
stop
rest,
complaining.
are you? Get the loot, Erixium. Get the loot.
Scales is going to. I assume the key fell on the floor of
It did.
the room we're in. So Scales is going to just be like really like his face kind of says how upset he is with the scene he just saw,
Yeah.
and he's just going to kick the key over towards Ren across the floor.
Yeah,
Ren
you,
kind of struggles to pick it up.
that, I
'cause he's-
think that brings Ren down to 0 hit points as you stubbed his toe.
Yeah.
You haven't you now have a key, but your back hurts like a motherfucker to bend over and pick it up.
I can't get down to pick this up. Someone
Yeah.
else try. Not able.
Solo says this family's Christmas is ruined all over again.
I'm gonna
She's over there,
step
says,
back.
Smash the mirrors. Yeah.
Ren is now
And-
covering up all the other mirrors. That doesn't seem
Okay.
to have been needed.
I take a step back. I'm gonna look in this mirror.
Which one?
Having seen what had happened to Ren, there's just some curiosity about this mirror that Mazelu can't stay away from.
Oh, I was gonna do the exact same thing.
What, your parents?
Well, I don't know if it's my parents. I don't know
The-
what's in this mirror, but I know what happened to him.
It's not the one that aged Ren.
No, The
No,
parent
it's,
one.
it's,
The other one,
it's
yeah.
Number 4, the parents
yeah.
one.
Yeah, you can see as you look into this mirror, you can see your parents. What are their names?
My father's called Mazelu.
Okay.
My mother. Oh, that's a good question. Stephen, do you remember that off by
You
heart?
have a separate mother.
I do, but I know what you're like for note you're taking. Give me one. This
Steven
is.
is the chief note taker in all of Penny Dragon.
He's
I think.
amazing at it,
He
but
is
like
unreal, yeah. Along with Shane. Shane
Yeah,
is
Shane
like
has
in
spreadsheets. I've got
I,
scribbles.
He's got
I suck at
spreadsheets,
fucking
yeah.
notes. I'm doing good today though.
Okay.
I can't find it right this second, but I will tell you once I do find it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, well, you look in, you can see your mother and father, and how is Mazzelu's relationship with his father? Is he sort of considered a mistake or
No.
no? Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, you can say that they both look at you very proudly, and your father especially you can see his chest swell with pride, and he sort of wraps his arm tighter around the shoulder of your mother, and he just gives you a single nod. But they don't walk forward to present any gift or anything.
It wasn't that. Just to see if we got the same kind of outcome in the sense of who was
The
presented.
mirrors do the same thing to everyone. The thing it
Seems to
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Well,
There's just one
Mazzello
gift.
walked up to it,
I'll-
Orixie walked away.
I'll admit that
Or Rixian walked away.
Yeah.
Okay. good to
Scales
know.
is watching this really curiously, and can we see what they see, or do they just see this?
You just see this if you're looking in.
Is that your parents? Can you see your parents?
Drew Kane says loot.
I can indeed. Yeah, my mother's name is Arius. What?
That name's already taken.
No, what Scale said.
Mhm.
Parents. Can you see your parents?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Scales
sorry.
is kind of like he's now looking like that kid who's in the queue waiting his turn for like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna get to see my parents. I hope they're in the vineyard and they're having a great
Oh
time.
no!
Mhm.
Please don't let Scales look at it. Oh wait, actually no. Please do let Scales look at it because it'll be.
I have no idea what's going on, so I will step aside so that Scales can look at it.
Biological parents. I thought it was just going to be the.
And Scales is gonna like bounce forward and be like, get a spot in front of it, and he's gonna like, yeah.
Okay, Scales. So you look into the mirror.
Oh my god.
This is a good place to leave it for tonight.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. We love you all. Scales. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks' time in the Sopherone Saga. Mr. Fergus says, ass! Yeah, I gotta do it. I have to do it. We're coming up on 3 hours, and I appreciate how late Christian stayed up for the late start. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. Thanks everyone who rated. Drew Kane says, bastard, it's a map fire. He says, no! I look forward to the big reveal next week because I know exactly what Scales is going to see, and it's going to be serious shit. Yeah, thanks everyone. We love you loads. Please stay tuned for the return of the Violet Madness, which will be on Sunday. We'll be floating around as well. And we love you loads. And see you soon.
Cheers, everyone.